it extends. And so thank you guys for being here. If this is your first time joining us, we actually, of course, the Philippines. If it's your first time joining us, we actually have been doing this event for the last 7 days. So we started this 7 days of NCLEX, and everybody's coming in. We started this 7 days of NCLEX the day after Christmas, and it has been so successful in terms of the learning that has taken place. So I know that somebody can just relate to the beauty of studying with a group of people, so that people understand that on this journey to passing your NCLEX, it is difficult, it is challenging. And I'm going to love to talk to our special guests about the challenges, the difficulties, and literally how to overcome them in a real life scenario. Because mostly what you see is, yay, I brought the products, and then the end result, I passed NCLEX, I have my license. But it's that middle story, those middle weeks that really, really take you through the actual process and help you to understand that this is not something that you just do lightly. It's something that really takes your whole life. It really takes your whole life, and it requires a lot of discipline. So we're going to get started. Here. And I thank you guys. I'm Florida before I'm Puerto Rico. Perfect. Happy wedding anniversary. Yes, absolutely. People are still asking for notes. If you're in the ReMar Nurse study group, I saw the notes in there. So check that out. Yes. All right. So I do want to get started. I'm going to ask our ReMar chaplain. Let me take this off. Let me get serious, because we're going to start our segment off with prayer like we always do. I'm going to ask him to join us here. Oh, hi. So I got our special guest is also here, and I am going to bring her on, but you guys can see her face right now. Very beautiful, very ready to join. Wave to everyone.
Hi guys. Hello. Happy New Year, everyone.
So we're going to be bringing her on later on, and I'm sure that you guys are going to get some wisdom. You're going to get some encouragement. This is 7 days of NCLEX. We're actually hitting day 7. This is the NCLEX open house, which means anything goes during the open house. What's up, YouTube? What is up with you guys today? So anything goes during the open house. We're going to do some studying, so make sure that you have out your PDF workbooks. If you've never been here before, my name is Regina Callion. I happen to be the #1 NCLEX instructor intergalactically. So this is going to be a real treat. I have the #1 nurses in the world right here with us today. And as you can see, over 2,000 of us have decided to continue studying. So welcome to everyone. Happy New Year's. You will need your workbook. You will need your PDF workbook in order to really get the most out of this, session. We're doing day number 7. Bahamas is in the house, and I appreciate that. Hello, sir.
Hello. How
are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Happy New Year's.
Thank you. Happy New Year's to you. It's good to see you again.
It is.
Absolutely. So before I pray, just want to give myself a formal introduction. Reading through some of the comments, and one was like, "Who is this Mark guy? Like, who is this Mark character?" Well,
people didn't know.
They didn't know. So I am Regina's #1 fan. I've never went to nursing school, but I just fell in love with Regina, and so I'm here.
Wow.
And so because of that,
he follows me everywhere.
Everywhere, behind the scenes, behind the camera, sometimes in front of the camera. I'm never leaving her side. So as you guys know, this is not only the 7th day of the 7 days of NCLEX, it is also New Year's Day, and also our wedding anniversary.
Yay! Mark and I started as 2 young people who, it's been a journey, and we actually decided to get married We actually decided to get married on New Year's Day. I thought it would really help him not to forget our anniversary.
That's right.
So as women, we have to do what we can to help our men through this life. And so I decided that we should get married. Well, we decided together.
No. I decided that we should get married. I knew early on, as soon as I met her, I said, okay, I think within a month, I said, okay, I think we're going to go the distance. But she didn't call me back.
Well,
anyway, you know how it worked out. But we've been married 7 years, praise God. And I just love everything about her style, her teaching, looks, everything.
Perfect.
And I'm glad we can share what God has blessed us with you all here on today. So
Absolutely.
That's for formal introduction.
So that's my husband, Mark. And
Yes.
You guys didn't know that I was married. I absolutely am. And happily married. Thank you from out. If we saw this, I guess it's a marriage card. We saw this wedding anniversary card from Outeth, and it was so beautiful. So we want to thank you formally for that.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. And we've gotten a lot of great gifts from loved ones, but this was really surprising, and we thank you so much for it.
Absolutely. Unexpected gifts are usually the best ones.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and pray, and then we have some unexpected gifts for the students, because those are the best ones, and we love to give.
Yeah.
We want to set an example of giving, and that's what the ReMar Nurse family is about. So let's go ahead and pray. Let's get started, and then we'll move in with some more information. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Father in heaven, thank you for allowing us to come to another calendar year of 2019. Thank you for the opportunity just to be with your people, the individuals that you created, the ones that you love, and the ones that you will be watching over. Lord, I ask that you would give them the faith, the patience, and just the courage of heart to be able to trust in you no matter what the situation is in this year. We're trusting in you, Lord, in 2019 as our God, as our creator, as our strength, as our resource, everything that we stand in need of, Lord, we know that you are able of providing. Help us to stay in your will so that we have that which is good and acceptable unto you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So as you guys know, the 7 days of NCLEX event is coming to an end on today as far as the lectures. Actually, no, there's going to be one more. We're going to do Friday session.
Yes.
We're going to do Friday.
Yep.
So this is going to be 7 days of NCLEX plus one.
Yes.
7 days of NCLEX plus one. So we want you to join us on Friday also at 3:00 p.m.
Yes, it's going to be a bonus session.
Yeah, a bonus session.
On Friday.
Yeah. So this is the open house. Also
that's
the sale.
Gift number one.
That's gift number one. Also the DVD self-study right now is on sale. If you put in the code, the number 7 DAYS, 7 days, you can get $50 off your DVD self-study review program at remarnurse.com.
Yep.
Already, a lot of you have already placed your order. So Regina will be taking questions at the end about how to use the program and how to best make sure that you can use it in an effective time, whether you're testing in 6 weeks or shorter. So we'll give you that information as well. And as we said, that some of the surprise gifts, are the best ones. And so we have a gift. We're doing something to set the new year off right.
Mm-hmm.
So being a ReMar nurse is more about passing, is more than just passing NCLEX.
Yeah.
Being a ReMar nurse is about putting yourself in a position as a professional, as a nursing professional, so not only that you are blessed, but that you are able to be a blessing for others.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our core values as a ReMar Nurse family is that ReMar Nurses give back. So we want to start off 2019 by giving.
Yes.
So 2019, we're having 19 for 19. 19 for 19, 2019. So what does that mean? So so what we decided to do is that for 19 of the students that purchased the program during this 7 days of NCLEX event ending Friday, January 4th.
Yep.
You will be able to have your name entered to receive to have your NCLEX test paid for.
Yeah.
Right? So 19 nurses starting off 2019.
Yeah.
Regina's going to pay for your NCLEX.
That's right.
That's it. 19 nurses, 2019, out of the ReMar Nurse family.
Yep.
If you've ordered during this event, Regina's going to pay for your NCLEX because we believe that when you invest in yourself, then you're able to receive investments back to yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you have to sow the seed essentially in order to reap the harvest, in order to grow the crop. And so since you guys invested in yourself, we're going to select 19 out of the group to be able to pay for and cover your NCLEX costs. So we're excited about that.
Perfect.
We are so excited.
So we're gonna choose 19 of the individuals. We will be contacting you, and essentially what we're gonna do is when you've invested in yourself, you've studied, when it's time for you to take your NCLEX, we are going to make it a free thing for you.
Yep. So you register.
Yep.
You have your you pay for it. You show us, hey, listen, I signed up. I registered. Here's my information. This is what I paid, and we will reimburse you for that cost of your NCLEX test. Absolutely. Up to $250. And so we're going to cover that because we believe in success. We want to see you guys succeed. And we really believe that our success is your success, and this is all about giving. All right. So we want to encourage somebody else to be a blessing, and then later on, we'll the nurse that sparked this all off is actually going to be online with us during this live broadcast.
Perfect.
And not only that, a lot of you have already placed your order. So since we're doing so many, we're doing 19 nurses, we're going to actually have first 5 names of people that have placed their order, and will be receiving that reimbursement towards their NCLEX test cost during this broadcast towards the end. So you want to stay tuned and don't miss that.
Yep.
All right.
So we have a lot of things to discuss on Friday. We'll be releasing some of the names, if not all of them.
Yep.
Because we will know.
Today.
We got some names today of people.
On Friday. Yay! And the last group is going to be announced for Monday. Okay. During the Monday motivation. Perfect. So this is going to be a very action-packed event for today. Boom. But let's get into it for the 7 days of NCLEX open house. We've already prayed. Regina, are you ready to go? I am ready to go. You are ready to go. Yes, so listen, I'm going to take my exit, and I'm going to join you a little bit later on. And this is going to be an amazing session. Okay, so we have a lot to cover, guys. Make sure that you have your workbooks out, and we are actually on day number 7. And what we're going to talk about is, I have 3 topics that I want to go over. I'm just going to give you the NCLEX notes for those topics, okay? So the first topic is, let's do this question here. Let me see. How did I have it set up? Okay, so the first topic is going to be select all that apply, because I'm thinking about, last night I was thinking about, okay, what do I get the most questions on? What do students email me the most about? And you know what? It's really still select all that apply questions. So let's do this question together here. We have, and this is just something, it's not on your paper, but this is something that you'll be able to look at the slides for. So I'll read it to you some as well. A client demonstrates laryngeal edema and shock after a single dose of penicillin. What interventions are most necessary at this time? Let me read it again for you. A client demonstrates laryngeal edema and shock after a single dose of penicillin. What interventions are most necessary at this time? Select all that apply. Number 1, epinephrine. 2, a tongue blade. 3, oxygen. 4, tracheostomy. 5, nasal gastric tube. We did pray. You missed it. I'm sorry you missed it. We prayed, I promise. We're talking about the interventions that are most necessary for laryngeal edema after 1 dose of penicillin. Number 1 was epinephrine. 2, a tongue blade. 3, oxygen. 4, tracheostomy, or 5, nasal gastric tube. What saith you all? I got a lot of 1, 3, and 4s. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 for sure. What about the rest? Remember, this client has laryngeal edema. So what is going to be the safest thing for the nurse? 1, 3, and 4. 3 and 4, YouTube. I see you guys. Thank you for following along. Let me give you the correct answer, which is 1, 3, and 4. And of course, this makes sense. Someone whose airway is closing due to anaphylactic shock, if we give them the epinephrine, that is the recommended treatment. For an allergic reaction,
that is causing significant harm to your patient. 3, oxygen, customary for somebody that is experiencing some respiratory complications. And then 4, tracheostomy will be an intervention if a client has laryngeal edema, because what is happening during this time? The airway is shrinking, the airway is collapsing. So we need to find another airway to allow oxygen in. So that is going to be through the throat. We're going to create an artificial airway through the trachea, okay? And this is in the sense of, look at what it says. Use the clues at what it says. It says the client demonstrates laryngeal edema and shock after a single dose of penicillin. All right. So this patient is having some severe complications. All right. Don't second guess yourself. We're here picking the safest things for this patient. Okay. Here we go. So the first topic that I want you to write about is select all that applies. Select all that apply. If you are in the ReMar Nurse study group, I uploaded a document, a select all that apply handouts about 15 minutes ago. So it's in the file portion of that Facebook group. So get it and print it out to help you to study. All right. So select all that apply questions. These are also called multiple response items. Also called multiple response items. Write these things down. For the current NCLEX test plan, I get this question a lot. Do all of the questions? Can it be all the questions? Can it just be one? For select all that apply, and I'm right here where it says topic and then NCLEX notes. So the topic is SATA. The NCLEX notes, the first one is, this is also called a multiple response item. So if you're ever looking to learn about them, you can put this term in, multiple response item, and you'll be able to get some more information about it. So multiple response item, one of the answer choices can be correct or all of them. One of the answer choices can be correct or all of them can be correct. And then here you will need to choose all of the correct answers. This is a point. You will need to choose all of the correct answers in order to clear that question. There cannot be any partial credit at this time. Maybe in the future, but right now you have to have all of the answers correct. So, you know, what I am wanting you guys to understand is when you face these kind of questions, really turn them into a true or false statement. Turn the options into a true or false statement. Don't get into the habit of looking for a specific strategy with these types of questions, or thinking that they're more difficult than others. They're really not. These questions are content based. So if you understand the topic, you'll be able to get them right. And I promise you, you can get them right every single time if you know the information. You know, we have our special guest that will be coming on today, and I am interested to know how they're studying. How did they handle these type of questions on their NCLEX exam, right? All right, so that is the first topic, SATA questions. Write down the notes for these. You know what? Also, the next topic that I want to get into, is this one. All right, this is topic number 2. Somebody says, select all that apply questions are the devil. Topic number 2 is requesting medical records by an attorney. And I actually addressed this on one of my live videos, but what do you do? What do you do when you get a request from clients' informations from an attorney? What do you guys think? Let's see. Let's do this question. Let's do this practice question, and let's see how you guys respond to it. So it says, a nurse is caring for a client who was involved in a severe motor vehicle accident. The client's attorney comes to visit the patient and requests medical information to validate a proper lawsuit. What is the best response by the nurse? What is the best response by the nurse? So a nurse is caring for somebody. They were involved in a severe motor vehicle accident. The patient's attorney comes into the hospital and they want medical records. They want medical records for a lawsuit. So these are the choices. Number one, inform the attorney on the client's medical treatment. 2, contact the hospital's ethics committee. 3, call the nearest of kin to obtain consent to speak to the attorney. Or 4, notify the physician. What should we do if an attorney comes asking for information? Number 1 says inform the attorney on the client's medical treatment. Contact the hospital's ethics committee. That's number 2. Contact the hospital's ethics committee. 3, call the nearest of kin to obtain consent to speak to that attorney. Or 4, notify the physician. So I think a lot of people are saying, 1, just tell the attorney because he's hired by the client. Just go ahead and tell them. Some people are saying, call the family member, call the nearest of kin to get permission to speak to that attorney. And some people are saying 4, notify the physician. So the correct answer, I see all the choices here. The correct answer for this situation, if an attorney comes in requesting client information, the correct answer is going to be number 4, notifying the physician, notifying the healthcare provider that there is somebody here that is requesting information about a client. As nurses, unless we have that paperwork in front of us, we do not have the legal right to give out information. And it doesn't matter who it is asking for it. Okay, it could be an attorney, it could be a judge, it could be the president. We don't have the right to do that. So let's fill in the NCLEX notes for topic number 2. And here they are. All right, this is a legal issue. So if you have a request for medical records by an attorney, number 1, the nursing staff should verify written consent before releasing any medical information. Don't change your mind. Latasha says, I should have stayed with my first choice. Yeah, don't second guess yourself. And then 2, so if none is present, then the only thing that you need to do is notify the healthcare provider. That's it. And then it's taken out of your hands. You say, you know what, sir? Let me call the doctor. He'll be with you. He'll speak to you. Because this is not nothing I can do about it. All right. We're talking about NCLEX topics. We are on day number 2. And then you know what, Mark? I think I'm going to bring in our special guest after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She's one step.
They're both here.
Oh, they're both?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yay! All right. I thought medical records handle that. Okay. So that may be true in the hospital, but NCLEX is going to give you scenarios that you have never seen before. So you have to be able to pick. You have to be able to pick from the best choice. You have to be able to pick the best answer from the choices that you are given. So I see people having questions about this. So let's go over the rationales again. So the first choice says, inform the attorney on the client's medical treatment. All right, this is not going to be appropriate because you are giving information to another adult who you do not have knowledge that they have access to this information. And so if somebody comes in and says, hey, I'm the client's attorney, I need to know what's going on with them. If you just arbitrarily give them that information, you have broken the HIPAA laws. Okay, you have given out confidential information, right? Okay, what if a police officer came and asked? The police officer says, hey, you know what, bam, I'm Officer Joe. I need access to his medical records. I'm going to say, bam, I'm registered nurse Regina. I have a license to protect. I'm going to call the doctor that you can speak with him. All right. I'm not giving information to anybody. I'm not giving information to anybody. All right. And the doctor is more than likely going to say the same thing. So we're talking about when an attorney comes in and asks for client information. All right. So can't give out information. So let's see. Number 2, contact the hospital's ethics committee. The hospital's ethics committee, they are not going to be directly involved into this matter. The ethics committee are more appropriate for if one of the hospital workers was acting inappropriately towards a client, right? That is where the ethics committee will review cases in that manner. And I agree with you. Mostly you see this from relatives. Relatives will come in and say, I'm the daughter of the patient. I'm the son of the patient. What is going on with my dad, right? Okay, why number 3 isn't correct? Number 3 isn't correct for the same kind of scenario. Call the nearest of kin to obtain consent to speak to the attorney. Again, you're getting information from another person who's not authorized to give consent, and so you're assuming here incorrectly. You're assuming that somebody else, another adult, what if it's a cousin or uncle? Do you think the uncle is able to give permission to release medical records or medical information? No, not at all, right? So that is why number 4 is the safest choice for the nurse to do, and that's notify the physician. And yes, this video will be up for you guys to view it later. There's so much great stuff here. We want you to be able to see it. All right. So we were talking about the attorney requesting information. All right, let's do our last topic that I want to go over. We'll look at the topic. The topic is mandatory reporting. I'm going to show you guys a question, and then we will go over the question. We'll go over the question together. So the third topic and the last topic, we'll bring on our special guest, will be mandatory reporting. Mandatory reporting. Here we go. So the question says here, a nurse manager has received a formal complaint about a nurse who is physically abusing elderly clients on the unit. The priority action for the administration is to do which of the following? The priority action for the administration is to do which of the following? Here are the choices. Okay, a nurse manager got a formal complaint that there is a nurse physically abusing elderly clients. What should she do? Number 1 says notify the local authorities. 2, notify the appropriate board of nursing. 3, notify and file a complaint with the hospital's legal team. Or 4, write an incident report including physical evidence gathered in the client's chart. What should that nurse do? Is she going to notify the local authorities, notify the appropriate board of nursing, maybe to report that client? 3, notify and file a complaint with the hospital's legal team. Or 4, write an incident report including physical evidence gathered in the client's chart. Oh, I see all kind of answers. I see 1s, I see 4s, I see 2s. I'm so glad we're going over this. I see an A. So I'm so glad that we are about to go over this. We are talking here from a nurse manager perspective. from a nurse manager perspective, what should that nurse do? YouTube is saying 3s and 1s. So let's go over it. The correct answer is going to be POW, number 1. If a nurse manager receives a formal complaint about abuse, that administration must notify the local authorities. That is what must happen. As a nurse, you are required to report to the authorities many things you guys should know. I'm gonna tell you them right now. Nurses, here we go. Nurses are mandatory reporters of child or elder abuse, neglect, domestic violence situations, including rape. Another thing on there is put dog bites. Dog bites. We're supposed to report dog bites as well, right? So child and elder abuse, neglect. Neglect means that the patient is not getting something that they need, and domestic violence, including rapes, have to report it to the police. And then also dog bites as well. Okay. You guys, you have that. Because what I want to do, these are questions that are on the Facebook slides. This is the NCLEX open house. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm about to go over the rationale because there were many wrong answer choices. And so we want to look at why those choices were incorrect for this situation. So number 1, of course, was the correct answer. Notifying the local authorities is the best way to initiate the proper discipline, turning the case over for the nurse. 2, notifying the appropriate board of nursing. They are not the initial contacts. They may handle the prosecution of, they may handle the effects of the police investigation, but they are not the ones that are going to investigate this case primarily. All right, the authorities will do that. And so it's not the administration's place to do that first. And when I say administration, sometimes there's some confusion, but administration initially is any management, right? Whenever you talk about a nurse manager, a nurse director, that's considered administration. All right. So that's option number 2. Option number 3 says notify and file a complaint with the hospital's legal team, the lawyers that make up the hospital, the quality resource staff. That's not going to be the first step. Okay. The lawyers may need to know what's going on in case the nurse wants to sue. But first you have to contact the authorities. And then some of you guys picked this one, write an incident report, including the physical evidence gathered in the client's chart. This is simply wrong based on the fact that we never write incident reports where we never put incident reports in a client's chart. It's just something that you don't do. They're always placed in a different location. So remember that point. So mandatory reporting of child abuse, elder abuse, neglect, domestic violence, okay, including rape, put in dog bites there as well. Okay. There are other staff members that are mandatory reporters. Just in case you guys didn't know, social workers are mandatory reporters. I have a list here. Let me show you. Physicians are mandatory reporters. Physicians, nurses, aides, home health aides, in any capacity, home health aides, clergy members. Okay, so if you see the chaplain coming in and out of the hospital, they are a mandatory reporter. Social workers, attorneys, and teachers. Social workers, attorneys, and teachers. Yep, social workers, attorneys, and teachers. Guys have that? Okay. Now, I just want to go over one point here. If the question is asked, when we talk about mandatory reporting, if the question is asked, can a staff member or hospital administrator tell a nurse not to report something, not to report her concerns? For NCLEX, is that okay? That, of course, is going to be a no. Like your nurse manager cannot prohibit you from reporting something that you feel is a concern, right? So just a safety point there as well. Perfect. All right. Okay, one more question. Let me do this here. Let me do this question for you guys. It's talking about reporting, mandatory reporting. I'm reading it and you're hearing it right now. A nurse suspects a 3-month-old is being physically abused. What laboratory test will be most helpful to validate this suspicion? Oh, so this is tough. I'm taking it out of the physical and I want you to consider laboratory tests. What laboratory test is going to be most helpful to validate this suspicion? Is it going to be an MRI? We're talking about physical abuse here. An MRI. 2, coagulation. 3, a nutrition panel. Or 4, a chemistry panel. So what laboratory tests? So is it the MRI? Is it coagulation studies, right? Is it the nutrition panel or is it the chemistry panel? What say it, you guys? We're talking about what lab is going to validate physical abuse. Oh, this is tough. I know it's tough. I know. But I'm causing you to think this one through. The MRI. What is that going to tell you? What will that show you? The coagulation. The nutrition panel or the chemistry panel. The magnesium, the potassium, the electrolytes. What will you be looking for? No answers? No answers? What do you guys say? I got people are like, I don't know. I just appreciate what you're doing. I don't know the answer, but I appreciate what you're doing. All right. Let's see. YouTube is silent. YouTube, no answers? YouTube, okay, MRI, broken bones. The MRI will show broken bones. The number 2 with a question mark. The bruises. The child is 3 months old. Yes, the child is 3 months old. So do we want to do an MRI? If we're looking for physical, let me help you talk you guys through this because I'm seeing the wrong answers. Physical abuse. What will we see if a child is physically abused? What will we see? We're going to see what? Marks. We're going to see bruises. We're going to see marks. We're going to see bruises. What laboratory value will be most important to us to determine if marks or bruises are normal? There you go. I see it now. If I see a baby with a bruise down the thigh, I'm going to want to know, what am I going to want to know? I'm going to want to know number 2. I'm going to want to know the coagulation studies for this patient. I want to know if it will be, is it taking a long time for the blood to clot? Is this normal? Is this patient having issues with their platelets, that if they're bumping into something or if they're just being turned, they're going to have bruises? Or are the coagulation studies normal? If the coagulation studies are normal, then this baby has a bruise because it sustained some injury, right? So that is why out of all of these, the nutrition is going to tell me if the baby is being taken care of if they're being properly fed, and that's great, but that's not going to translate to a physical abuse. All right. The chemistry panel, again, is not going to translate into a physical abuse. The MRI might show me some damage, might show me a broken bone, might show me something like that. But I need to know how fast my baby's blood is clotting. Because if it's clotting at a normal rate, then these bruises should not be there. But if the baby's coagulation lab values are elevated, then hey, then they can be getting bruises from many things, right? So somebody says, I see why I'm failing NCLEX now. No, this is great. This is great. You want to be here. You want to be here. So the explanations are really important. Questions are really important after you've studied the information. Okay, so this is day 7. This is the NCLEX open house, and we get to do fun things here. And so I have the pleasure of introducing you guys to two amazing people. But I'll bring Mark Callion in with me because we like to show love.
That's right.
We like to show love. So if you're on YouTube, you will be able to hear and listen, but turn on Facebook because you will get to see the beautifulness of ReMar Nurses all over. And you're going to hear some amazing stories. So please. I want you guys, if you're listening to this and you're watching this and you have questions, if these stories that you're about to hear, if you can relate to them and you have questions for the two guests that we're about to bring on, please let me see them, and I'll be able to ask our special guest. Okay. Take it away.
Yeah. All right. So on Friday's session, I think it was day number 3. We did something very special at the end, and it was called our ReMar Nurse Spiritual Development Piece. All right, ReMar Nurse Spiritual Development Piece.
Yeah, were you guys there for that? It was so real. It was just so real, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. Because we had some really amazing comments, but go ahead.
And so, as you guys know, this is more than an NCLEX review. Our goal is to look at you as a holistic individual, and so we want to support those emotional needs, those educational needs, the spiritual needs, and sometimes even the financial needs. Wherever we're able to be a blessing, that's what we want to do. And so that's a major emphasis in terms of what happened. And so right now, I was reading through the comments from Friday during the class, after the class, and I just want to read a couple of the comments that I read that let us make contact. So this was a ReMar nurse who was on Friday's class.
Okay.
And
a lot of people said they were on there.
You were on
really
there?
Great. Yeah.
Really, in fact, I think over 1,700 people stayed for that class.
Yeah.
For that session after your class.
Yeah. Gigi said case study of Elizabeth and Mary.
Bam. Amazing. Yeah. So we're reading through the comments, right? And so we may not be able to see all of the comments during the live because they go through really quickly, but we go back through and we look at everything just because we want to make sure that if you're saying it, we're getting it and we're all connected. So this nurse, she says, just a couple of comments from that day 3. She says, amen, with God, nothing is impossible. Says, exactly, this was my biggest problem. And I had to tell myself that I could do it. Amen. Walk on faith and not by sight. I needed to hear this. And then one of the comments that stopped me when I looked at it, she says, I lost all my books and school stuff because I lost my home. I lost all my books and my school stuff because I lost my home. And I just read that. I'm like, wow, okay. She's not reaching out and saying, hey, I need something. She's just kind of testifying and say, hey, this is what's going on. Yeah. But I think at the end of it, she said, I lost all my stuff, but I'm still going to make sure that I can save and get this package. Right. Yeah. And so with that, I just want to bring on the nurse that made those comments. This is Nurse Shakara. And we're going to bring her into the lobby right now so that you guys can say hi and kind of learn a little bit more about her story. And hi. Just see, here we go. Hold on one second.
Can we hear her?
All right. Can we hear you? Can you say hello?
Hello. Hi, guys.
We need to check the audio. We can't hear you right just yet. Give me 1 second. Let me put us on.
Yeah, when we did our introduction, we could hear you, but we can't hear you now.
Hello?
So we can't hear you right now. We're gonna ask you to check the audio, and we're gonna bring you back in.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know if you could maybe log off and then log back in. Would that help?
I think it might.
Yeah.
It might, or maybe there's a mute button.
Are you muted? Okay, she's on.
All right, so we're gonna try back in.
Okay.
But all right, and so that's the second half to the story.
Okay, that's the
all
second
right.
half.
Here's the first half to the story. All right, we have two guests here today, and our goal is to connect, right?
Right.
We'll make those connections.
Exactly.
ReMar Nurse family. ReMar
Oh
Nurse
wait,
community.
they said we hear her.
They say they could hear her,
They said
and we
they
just
did.
couldn't hear her.
Wait.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, when she comes back in,
You said I could hear her fine. Okay. When she comes back in, it might have been our mute button right there. All right.
Maybe
So we'll check that again. So as soon as she comes back in, we're going to bring her in. But I'm going to give you the first part of the story.
Okay.
So in mid-December, ReMar Nurse, we have her here?
Yeah, we have her here.
All right. Let's try it again. Let's go to broadcast. And I think it might just be.
Hello.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me now?
They can hear you on Facebook,
But we can't hear on our end.
hear you.
Okay. Give me one. Give me
Is
one
it
second.
because of Yeti?
I don't believe so. I don't
No,
believe
because
so.
we heard her the first time. Is
Are
that I
you
can
muted
hear
on
her
here?
clear. No, I'm not muted. She's not muted.
No, because that's right. Because we did the test earlier.
Yeah, we did the test and we could hear you
All right,
just fine.
Let's see if we can bring in Catherine and see if that works any better as well.
Okay.
All right. So the second nurse that we're going to bring in, and once we figure this out, it's going to be good, guys. I promise you. All right. So Regina got an email, probably like maybe early to mid-December, from Nurse Catherine. And she said, like, my testimony is in the making. I took NCLEX, I passed NCLEX, but I haven't done my video yet.
Oh.
She said, I took it, I
remember,
passed.
yeah.
I'm still working on my video. I got sick, and but it's coming.
Yeah.
And then she sent another email and says that that she promised God that when she took NCLEX and passed NCLEX, that she would reach back and be a blessing to another ReMar nurse.
Yeah.
And she says that she tested 7 times, and that she promised God that she would bless somebody by helping pay, I want to say, a portion of $77 of their NCLEX review to help them get the materials that they needed.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be very specific to somebody who took NCLEX 7 times, just like herself. And we're like, wait a minute. That's a little bit too specific, perhaps, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit, but we can help find a repeat tester who's a PN, and that we can reach out and be a blessing to as well. So we want to bring her, and this is Nurse Catherine. Let's see if we have the audio here. Catherine, you say hello.
Hello.
You say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Good
right,
morning.
so
Good evening.
Okay.
All right.
So can you guys hear Nurse Catherine as well? Can you hear?
Facebook, if you can hear, Catherine,
Hello.
just say hello, guys. And Facebook, if you can hear, tell us that you can hear what she just said, okay?
Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Let us
Can
know.
you hear or not?
Hello. Hi.
They say you can hear.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's just
It's just us.
It's just us.
But it's okay. We're going to do this even though it's just us. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to listen to the prompts. We're going to be very astute listeners. All right. So this is how it works. We can't hear you, but we're going to ask you questions, and we're going to use your name and trust that you can give us the best response possible. Okay.
Yeah. Can you put it on here?
Hey, listen, I'm about to do that right now. It's going to be a slight delay, though.
I thought. See, even when we pray. Let's do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do this anyway.
All right.
Okay.
So who do you want to start with, Catherine or Nurse Sakara?
Oh, they're both so good. Let's start with Nurse Sakara. So, are we saying it right, Sakura?
It's Shakura.
Shakura.
I heard that.
Okay, Shakura.
I heard
Perfect.
It's the volume.
Is my volume?
Yeah, it's the volume.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I think we figured it out
Hold on 1 second.
because I heard you clear as day.
You heard it from your
No, but it would have been a little delay, I think, right?
No, it's
No?
not like, no, it's
All
not.
right.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay. So tell us exactly, like, tell us what you're doing right now. Where are you at in your studying process? Like, what are you doing?
I do online ATI, and I also have the exam cram book.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because I'm only able to do like 20 questions a day. In yesterday's lecture, and I felt like I was slacking just by only able to do just 20 questions. Like yesterday, when you're like, I advised at least like 10 questions, it made me feel so relieved because I'm thinking I'm slacking and not doing enough, but people don't understand. It's kind of harder to try and keep cramming everything in your head and also trying to make sure you're retaining and taking what you know from each question.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, how do you feel studying with the ReMar community?
I love it. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to you guys. It is an honor for even being involved in something that you guys have going on. And no offense to no one, even seeing Black love, I just want to say thank you to that, first and foremost.
Yeah.
When I first came across you, it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And you did the 7 days of NCLEX. And my life at that time was so hectic. And it's still kind of not where I want it, but it's not where it was. And just your lectures itself helped me just start retaining stuff and breaking down things that I couldn't get in nursing school due to everything we had going on in nursing school. You make everything just so clear, and I love how you respond back. If it's a question or something that I don't understand, you always have gotten back to me, or even the people that are on that may know, they help out. So I love the ReMar Nurse.
The ReMar Nurse community is amazing. It is amazing. Talk about some of the challenges. And you can be as frank as you want to be and as transparent as you want to be, but talk about some of the challenges in your life and then having to sacrifice to study for this NCLEX exam.
Okay. One thing about me, I'm an open book because everyone goes through life. In school, I completed 18 months as also being a single parent mom living in a domestic violence situation.
Okay.
My nursing school wasn't even a peaceful place because the staff and stuff had their own issues going on. We were changing teachers often, DONs and things. Towards the end of nursing school, the domestic violence issues started spiraling out of control, and we lost our home due to it. Due to, my child's father breaking in and threatening my landlord and things like that. Mm-hmm. So we ended up in a shelter. I've never in my life been through anything like that, as well as my children. They were so used to living so comfortably and having it.
Right.
So mentally, I broke down. Excuse me for a second. I broke down. I lost it, but I tried to keep a little faith, and I still tried to go and conquer my NCLEX because I know sitting for boards is what's going to help me to help my children and give them the life they deserve.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, I'm one of those people that believe in signs. So that morning, even, I'm from New Jersey. I had to test in Philadelphia. So that morning, even getting there, just so happened it started raining. My car window acted up. Everything was against me. And that right there, I knew for a moment it wasn't too good for me. But I still, because I was there and I already paid, I'm like, just give it all you got. I went, and unfortunately, I did fail my first attempt. The select all that applied, those demons, they killed me. And I kind of lost hope a little bit. It wasn't until just recently, even seeing that you were having the ReMar 7 days free of NCLEX come up, and just me getting more into my faith in the situation of all three of my kids, us being split apart until I find us a home. It really just made me just buckle down and just say nothing else is going to get in the way of me conquering my NCLEX. So I've been saving here and there until I can get the full money up to purchase your full program, because I know for a fact with your program, I'm going to go ahead for that second time and I'm going to pass.
Wow.
So that's basically what I'm doing. And I just my children, just to show them. I'm a young mother. I'm 28. I have 3 boys. But I just want to show them, never give up. Life is going to always throw you challenges, but you just have to
Yeah.
always constantly fight through them. And I don't have a support team. I'm all I got plus my 3. But I want them to
Right.
know I will always be there for them.
And so for my YouTube audience, they can't hear you right now. But I just want to let them know that we're speaking to an overcomer and someone who has been through just a life, something that's totally unplanned. And for you had to get out of a domestic violence situation in order to find the freedom, and I'm so glad that God protected you through that. And we're speaking to you now as an overcomer. So we're listening to your story, and you have people in tears. Actually, people are able to understand where you are, understand the struggle, and they may not be able to tell their story like you, but they can see God's goodness in your testimony that you have now. And even though you don't have your license right now, but you're pushing towards that.
Yeah.
And so already you are overcomer, you are blessed. And I do believe that if you stay on this path, you will be able to accomplish every one of your goals, because there are many people that don't even have the strength. I mean, you said you had to go to a shelter. There are many people that don't have the strength to get out of those situations. And so your testimony is a blessing to other people right now, today. So you're loved and you're worthy. And we thank you for that. But it's amazing how God works, because even through all of that, you pressed on your way to go to take that exam. Through all of the challenges, you pressed on your way to go to take that exam, and you didn't find success the first time you took it. So you made up the decision to re-study for it, re-prepare for it again. So congratulations for just not giving up on yourself.
Thank you.
For just not giving up on yourself, because sometimes, and your rebound is kind of quick, because sometimes people, after they fail NCLEX with life going on, they just stop there. But I love what you said, like, this exam is the way for you to change your life. It is the way you understand that this is the way for you to change the life of your children and for them to have access to more.
Yes.
And so I just applaud you. For getting out of a negative situation, but getting out with your dignity and getting out with your goals still in mind. So people are saying they're sending their love.
Thank you,
keep
guys.
the faith, and you're just an awesome blessing. It's your season. I don't know if you can see the comments, but even on YouTube, people are just saying they want to study with you. They want to study with you. By God's grace, everything that you want, you will have. So God bless you. God bless you from that. All right.
So let's connect.
I think they can hear you.
They can hear me.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Of course. Yep. All right. So thank you so much, Shakar, for sharing your story and just that portion of it. I know there's much more, but I mean, just where you are now is exactly where God sees you.
Yep.
It may not be where you want to be, but He knows where you are. And so that's why we wanted to be able to connect with you. Started off by saying that earlier in December, we got a message from a ReMar nurse who had just passed her NCLEX. That is Nurse Catherine. She just passed her NCLEX in December, and she messaged and said that she wanted to be a blessing. She promised God that if she passed, if she was successful, that she would reach back and bless somebody else in the ReMar nurse community. And so she says, Regina, can you help me identify somebody that I can, to be a blessing to and fulfill my promise to God?
Yeah.
One thing that I like about her, the same thing I like about Shakar is the same, is that Catherine was walking in faith the whole way. She was walking in faith the entire time. And so we just wanted to bring her on and to allow her just to give her words of encouragement, tell us about her story.
Ooh.
She says she's tested 7 times over the period of 5 years, graduated nursing school in 2013. She's going to tell you English is her 3rd language. So she's an overcomer as well. And we believe that when you can see others doing it, you can see God working with others, that your blessing is around the corner as long as you stay hold to the Lord. And just want to encourage you, if you're in that same boat, she's been there, she's tested, she's used just about every resource. We're going to bring her on and just kind of give us a little bit of your journey. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
A little bit of her journey, just to be an encouragement. And then also at the conclusion, she has a gift and a blessing that's going to be shared as well. So Catherine, just introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, and and also you're wearing some special clothing right now.
Yes, I don't know if people can see the shirt.
It's a special clothing right now. If you would just step back for a little bit, just
show everybody the shirt.
The shirt says, I can, I will, I must pass NCLEX. Guys, she made her own ReMar Nurse shirt, and we love it. We love it. And she has the verse, the scripture on there, and on the back it has some amazing things as well. It has her name. It says ReMar Nurse. Psalms 1:13-7, and the Bible says that the Lord would raise the poor out of the dunghill, if you will. So there's nothing impossible for the Lord. Praise God, praise God, praise God. Catherine, just tell us about yourself, your experience, and we will be able to just kind of just celebrate and share the blessing that God has blessed you with.
Hi, good morning, good evening, everybody.
Good morning.
My ReMar Nurse family. My name is Catherine Abraham Erden. I'm a ReMar Nurse by God's grace. With God, all things are possible. And I'll go with that verse because it's through my journey. And I was waking up like with Psalm 113:7, which I believe God has raised me as a poor from the dirt and lifted me up from the dark hills. My nursing journey started as an RN. I was an RN. Through my RN program, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer.
Wow.
At that time, I was going through depression because I was in America by myself. And my mom
hold on
was
one second. I want to let them know on YouTube that you just shared with us that while you were an RN in school, that you were also diagnosed with cervical cancer. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
When I found out and I wanted to finish school, but my doctor was telling me like I'm already in stage 4 and I need to get into surgery right away. And I said, no, school
Stage
is
4.
in. Yes. I said, no, I can't school because I was like so naive about it. So I said, school is ended in May because I found out in January. Right before school started, I said, let me go to school. When I have vacation in May, I will come back for the surgery. And he was telling me straight in my face, you don't have that much time. You have to act right now.
Wow.
And I say, oh God, when he told me, like, it's like somebody telling you have 24 hours to live, what would you do? And at that time, I feel like I was alone. I feel like God was not with me, and I went through depression and suicide. But thank God, God sent a prophet, a pastor in my way that lifted me up spiritually and go through that process. So with that, I wasn't able to success in nursing school. Because I went through the surgery, I have to stay home for 6 weeks, and like I still go back to school, but like I was not able to make it. Wow. So when I didn't make it, I repeated the class, and still at the end of that year, I believe it was 2010, January 2011. So I went to school. I couldn't make it. When I made it, like in the next semester, keep going, and I was still troubled by it because my chance of having kids was low, very low after the surgery, and it was like really traumatized me. So in 2012, like I couldn't make it to the nursing program. I get kicked out. So once I get kicked out and the school that I was, I have so much credit to be able to graduate as an associate degree in science.
Okay, so let me bring everybody up to speed. So after you got the initial diagnosis, you were told that it was stage 4 cervical cancer. And
Yes.
that was in January, and school was finishing in May.
Yes.
So you decided to go ahead and have the surgery that you needed to have. And by way of that, it took you out of nursing school.
Yes.
Okay. So then after that, you went back to nursing school. You returned to nursing school in 2012.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wow. That is so many challenges. And, you know, your story right now and seeing you right now gives everybody hope. Gives everybody hope that with God, like your shirt says, you are possible. All of your dreams, everything that you want, despite what man says.
Yes.
How great God is, Catherine. Okay, so take us from 2012. You're back in nursing school.
In 2012, I went to a school, SUNY Canton, at Canton, New York, upstate New York, and they take me with the credit that I have with my RNs to their LPN programs.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes, so which make me like I spent like kind of like only a semester in LPN program because I have much of the credit already. Then I graduate in May 2013. So when I graduate, and at that time, my final paperwork for my mom to come to America come in. And when that come in, I just finished out of school, and that required me a lot of financial support, and I'm in my own. So I have to start taking the exam to be able to work 2 jobs to gain that money to finish the paperwork to bring my mother to America. So I did that, and everybody say it's best for you to take it right after you graduate. But some people don't know. Everybody have a situation. I was not able to do it at that time. I have to step back and come back. So I did that. I bring my mom here by God's grace. And when my mom come here, what I did, and I said, okay, now mom, you're here. We all together again as family. So now I'm gonna stop working, and thank God income tax is coming. And I said, okay, I'm gonna be using my income tax to pay my bills. So I will find more time to study. So I did that in 2013, 14. For the first time, I tested. When I test, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. I test on my birthday because I was trusting God for a double blessing, and I didn't make it. I was devastated, and I was meeting some people that will tell me, because I was that time living in New York, Florida is easier, which I now growing up find it is not true. All the tests are the same, and every state is taking them.
Test is the same.
It was
in every
just
state.
not my time yet.
Yeah. So you graduated. You were able to graduate with your PN, but you weren't able to take the test right away.
Right away, no.
Okay.
Because
so then you were able to bring your mom over.
Yes.
From Haiti.
Haiti. Oh, sorry. I'm Haitian. That's the reason I said English is my third language. I speak
Okay.
Creole, French, and English.
Okay, Creole, French, and English. So you were able to bring mom over, and once your mom came over, then you were able to take the NCLEX, and this is in 2014, but you weren't
Yes.
able to pass it the first attempt.
No.
So your first experience, you took NCLEX, you didn't pass it. Oh, this was NCLEX PN or RN? This was
PN.
NCLEX PN. Okay. NCLEX PN. So you were devastated.
Yes.
So
Really devastated.
how did you get back to studying?
So I get back to study from listening to people because I wanted it so bad because I needed a new life for me. Because when my mom come, she left my brother and my sister in Haiti, and they're still hoping on me. So I feel like I have my family to support, and I need that so bad. So I moved to Florida. So when I moved to Florida in August 2014, so I tried again in January 2015. I still didn't make it. And the first time I tried Kaplan, oh my God, Kaplan is stinky expensive. It's
Kaplan is
$600.
expensive.
Very,
Thanks,
very, very, very. So when I tried that, I didn't make it. And in 2015 again, in January, I tried again and I didn't make it. At that time, I believe I was using NCNBS because they say like, oh, they are the people who make the exam. You have more chance with them. No, still a lie. The key is your content. So yes, and then I try again. I face another challenge in life. I become pregnant. And then now I have to go to pregnancy, then having babies. Like now I'm facing real life. And I say, God, I have all the time to pass it. And now I'm really facing entering real life. And how am I gonna do it? So becoming a wife and having kids, and I'm in the real world right now. So
Exactly.
I try again in June 2015. That become my third time. I did not make it because I'm in Florida. Once I do the 3 times, they want me to do remediation, and I regret it so much. It was a waste of my time because I feel like I was learning nothing. I was just going there just for them to give me access to go take the exam again, but I was not learning at all. Not at all. It was a waste
Yes.
of money. And
Yeah.
it was like
So
almost $2,000.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm trying to bring up to speed you two. So after the first attempt, you got pregnant, which is another miracle because you had cervical cancer. So you became a mother. And then, like you said, you became a wife, a mother, life happened, and you continued to test using programs that were not helpful for you. So talk about the sixth time when things changed. What did you do differently so that you were able to successfully pass on the seventh time?
Okay, when I meet with ReMar to the social media of Facebook, thank God for Facebook, and I meet my supporter, my mentor, my spiritual family, because I'm telling you guys have a program. Is not just like teaching us to study, because NCLEX is not everything. Like you're teaching us how to go through our life, how to make it through all these challenges that we're facing. Because through it all, even when you pass NCLEX, those challenges gonna be there. You're gonna face them. But with you, you're teaching us how to make it in general through life. all this situation. You are a role model. You have a like spiritual program. Like you're teaching us more than you think. So when I meet ReMar, and what I meet ReMar in 2016 before beginning of November before your sale come out. I purchased my DVD package, and once I get that, and then later on I find out there is a Black Friday, and I say, oh no, that cannot be true. Black Friday, I never see people doing that, and I say, God, this girl is a blessing. Like, wow, that's awesome. So I use that, and I also at that time meet at the NCLEX. So when I met that lady, I was thinking about her, and I said, okay, she's someone good. Let me try her and ReMar. And I tried her and ReMar. So I didn't make it in January 2017. And I said, okay, maybe because I tried two programs together. So let me try Just Happy NCLEX. I tried Just Happy NCLEX, and I still did not make it in July 2017. And I said, okay, but I feel good. And I said, okay, let me start. Okay, let me start. I feel like I start knowing better. And in January 2018 last year, I tried both of you again with you all, and I still did not make it. Because in total, I have been trying Kaplan, ATI, NCN, NCSBN, Saunders, PDA, Exam Cram, Lip and Cut, NCLEX Mastery, Happy NCLEX, MacLimac Audio, and UWall and ReMar. But
she is listing all of the programs that she has tried, and there's a lot of them, all of them that you guys normally think of. Literally, I think you named 7 programs, audio, everybody. So tell me what clicked, because you had all of those programs. You even did ReMar with those programs and didn't pass. What did you do differently?
I feel like with ReMar, your faith like make me stick with you. Cause like some people will call me, say like I'm churchy, like nickname they wanna give me, because I love God and I believe God loves me so much too. And meeting a program like that, and I say, God, that's the way. Because I like people who's into you, who teaching me your way. And you not just study with us, you also study with us the word of God, or to live by it and to apply it in our study. And I say, okay, this girl, I love her. I want to stick with her. Let me try her one more time just by herself. That's why I'm going to tell people all this other material, you think they will be good for you? Trust me, I'm a living testimony. They will just confusing you. Just confusing you. If you try, if ReMar alone faithfully doing ReMar, don't be like she is not enlarged in this topic. She is not. Now, do your research, but don't be study 10,000 other people program with her program and then come back not pass. That's gonna be on you. So I try ReMar faithfully, ReMar only. When I study, I add the I'm ready to test question bank online, and I also do. I'm always there on Friday and Monday.
Yay.
So I do a bunch of YouTube videos. I went back. I do like ReMar Nurse University, ReMar Advanced Study, the STD, the Be Anxious for Nothing, NCLEX Boot Camp, the Online Academy. I try the free trial, and I do NCLEX Scary. I do ReMar Nurse. Like most of all ReMar on the YouTube, I do all of them plus the package that I have.
Absolutely.
So
That's the way.
Every single minute that I have, even if I was at my job, I will find me in my break or any free time that I find with my little Bible with me, which is a quick fact. People will question me, you're always carrying that book. And I say, yes, that's my Bible. Don't you always carry your Bible with you? And they were just laughing. And they say, let me see what's this book about. When they read it, I said, oh, wow, she's good. Like, I love the way she put in this. I love the way she put in that. Oh, when I go for my RN, I will try that. And I say, yes, go and follow her on Facebook, YouTube. Like, you got it. She is the key. And I also say, content is key to your success. Trust me. Focus on your content and you will succeed. I focus on the program. I use your 6-week calendar. I do it like 2 times. The 6-week calendar, I do it 2 times. And I try my own time to do it. Because I remember you always say like the time you wake up, you're always trying to.
So you passed on your 7th try, and you wanted to be a blessing. You passed on your 7th try. You said you just stuck with ReMar. You did everything ReMar, all the YouTube videos, the advanced study sessions, quick facts with you, self-study package. You said you did the 6-week challenge twice. So that's amazing. So so many people are resonating with you. You have no idea. So many people are right with you where they spent hundreds, thousands of dollars doing every program that offered them information. And so they see you and they know that God is faithful.
I get tempted to use another material. Once I open it, it's like I can't see nothing. I do not understand. But when I say, okay, leave it alone, I went back to my ReMar. Everything just come clear. And some people will go with trick. One thing, because to me, when I meet Happy NCLEX, I feel like now she was teaching me trick. And which was not helping me. Because she will tell you, no, it's not trick. To me, it's trick. Because when I get to the question, I'm going to try to memorize what you're teaching me. So when about like I don't find a question, I cannot apply your trick on it. I'm stuck. But if I know my content, I cannot stop at any questions because I know my content and I will apply it to the questions and be successful. And when I sit down in the exam, I had so much faith, so much confidence. I think that I was able to fight my anxiety through prayer and fasting. Even the Friday before that Monday or December 10 on my before my exam, I have anxiety. I went back and listening to Faith Over Fear. I went back and listening to Be Anxious for Nothing. And I went to the group and I said, guys, I'm having diarrhea. That's anxiety. And my God, pray for me. I can't have it now. And I feel so confident, but I cannot help, like my belly is killing me. And I use my prayer shawl to cover me under God's wing. Once I did that, I was safe. And I said, okay, since every time I use my prayer shawl to cover me to study, I feel safe. I don't feel my belly bother me no more. I'm going to take that with me in my ReMar shirt. And I've been creative with that shirt, my revelation. Because when I feel like I was doubted myself, and I feel like God give me the answer, and I say, all right, I want to ask Miss Regina to send me the shirt. But that's a challenge for me to go past and claim my shirt, which I have now.
Yes, you have your shirt now. Yay. You have the one you made and you have your official ReMar Nurse shirt. Wow, amazing.
Listen, we have shirts like that for everybody. Everybody watching this, I don't care if it's 2,000, 3,000, however many shirts we have to get. We're going to celebrate you passing your test just like we're celebrating Catherine. just like we want to celebrate Shakora in the future. We want you to be ReMar Nurses. Get the official tee, the Walk in Faith. Walk in Faith. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so I have some more teaching to do. We have 2,000 nurses. I have to get to my quick facts teaching, but we wanted to connect you guys, and we wanted to give Shakara, who's been crying this whole time. We wanted to bless her. We wanted to bless her today. So, Mark, what shall we be doing?
All right. So listen, guys, as you saw in the email, this 19 for 19 was sparked by Nurse Catherine. She emailed Regina, said she promised God that she would be a blessing.
Yep.
And so essentially Catherine has made it possible to pay for Nurse Shakora's DVD self-study package. So she's going to get that. You're going to get your DVD self-study package. Catherine is taking care of that for you.
Yes, she
Praise
is.
God, with her 77 stretched. And that's exactly what it took. So you're going to get that. And then so when I talked with Catherine yesterday, she says that she always believes God for a double blessing. So not only is it for the DVD self-study packages paid for you, but Regina, she's going to cover your NCLEX cost as well.
Yep, we're going to pay for NCLEX.
Yeah.
And there's more.
Yeah. So we're going to pay for NCLEX for you. You get your package, you get your NCLEX. We're eliminating any type of financial excuses. We're stepping in and to help you out in that area, because it's just a blessing. And so, Catherine, thank you so much for making that contact, that communication possible, and just sowing that seed. So I mean, it's just amazing.
It is just amazing. And also, it's Mark and I's anniversary, so we have a gift for you. Mark and I are going to give you $500 to help you start the new year's off right. So we want to be a blessing to you and your family. So we're going to
get the package
from Catherine. I'm going to pay for your NCLEX exam.
Yep.
And then Mark and I are going to give you $500 for 2019. From our house to your house.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam. Listen, it is better to give than to receive. And so once you put yourself in a position to bless others, that's what we expect of you as a ReMar nurse.
Absolutely.
All right. We're not just giving out T-shirts for you to wear and to floss and whatever. It comes with a commitment that you're going to be able to find somebody else to be a blessing to as well.
Yes.
All right. So all right. So that's for you. That is for you from God, and God is just using us to be a blessing and a vessel for you at this time in your life, because it's what you need at this time in your life. So your NCLEX cost being covered is completely separate from the other 19 nurses that we're selecting for 2019 to pay for their NCLEX cost by way of reimbursement after the registration has taken place.
Yep.
So man, this is a blessing.
It is.
Not even just the finances, the money, and all that, but just we can come together and connect heart to heart. We talked about overcome. Look at the family right there.
We love the family.
I love it.
We love the family.
This is the ReMar Nurse family.
This is one out of three of my sons.
Praise God.
She's one out of 3 of her sons.
Yeah, they're here today. Their last day, they go back. I got the chance to spend the holidays with them, and I just can't wait to do this for them, because this split up is just too much for them.
And we hope that this is a step to show that all your hard work and all your sacrifice
and your faith
will reunite that family, restore all that the enemy has tried to steal from you. But today we call you blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Regina. Thank you, Mr. Mark.
Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for coming in on New Year's Day.
Sharing our anniversary with us.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
So you guys have a blessed day.
We're going to connect after this and make sure that everything happens. And we want follow-ups. We want pictures. We want, send us updates. And as you're studying, make sure that you email Regina if you have any questions as you go. That goes for anybody studying with the package, ordering the package, whatever. If you have any questions, this is the person to contact. support at ReMarReview.com, support at ReMarReview.com. If you have any questions, we want to see this happen in 2019. We're claiming all the blessings that God has for us. We're passing NCLEX. We're making sure our families are strong, make sure our faith is strong, making sure that we're in a position to bless others, get the job of choice where we can be most used by God to be a blessing.
Yep. So have a wonderful New Year's. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Happy holidays.
Bye.
All right,
you.
ReMar Nurses, we are going to get back to studying. We have to finish our studying session. We have quick facts. Oh, but first we're going to...
We have the first 5.
Oh, the first 5 of the 19 have been selected. Yep. So we are going to reveal the first 5 of the 19 will be getting their NCLEX paid for.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so we have the names here. I'm excited.
All right, here we go.
Here they go. Okay.
Boom.
So M. Martinez, California. R. Kashi, Canada, RN. M. Brown, Georgia, RN. So you're from Georgia, M. Brown, from Georgia, RN. We sent it to you in Georgia. Mm-hmm. B. Armstrong, Indiana, LPN. And C. Nelson, Florida, LPN. So first 5 of the 19 have been selected. You guys will be contacted by us, letting you guys know. And this was a random selection. Yep. So they all are random. We have some international. We have Canada there. So M. Martinez from California, RN, R. Kashi from Canada, RN. M. Brown from Georgia, RN. B. Armstrong, Indiana, LPN. And C. Nelson, Florida.
And all they had to do was invest in themselves.
That's it.
They ordered the DVD self-study package during the 7-day event. So if you have not ordered yet, guys, and you want to be included in that number, go ahead and place your order. Use the code 7days at ReMarNurse.com for $50 off the DVD self-study package.
Yep.
And we'll put your name in that drawing to be able to be selected as one of the 19. Well, there's 14 left now because we have 5 here. That they placed their order early. You have until Friday to do that. But if your name is selected or not, I promise you are blessed because you're in the right position to get the material that you need. And what it's all about in the end is getting your license.
Sure is.
If you get your NCLEX paid for, that's cool. If you get a discount, that's cool. But getting your license and being a blessing to others, that's what we're here for. And so thank you for joining us so far for the 7 days of NCLEX.
Can you upload
your PowerPoint for the next part?
Yeah, I'm gonna upload my PowerPoint. What we're gonna do here, and I'm gonna go over the names one more time. I just want to let you guys see them on Facebook. What I want to do is I want to transition. There was some things during Black Friday that I didn't get a chance to do. So if you guys are still on here and you want to study, what time is it? Oh, it's 1:40. Okay, so this will be a little bit longer session. Get that up for me quickly, please.
Okay.
All right. What I didn't get a chance to do for Black Friday was go over the 5-star quick facts book. So some of you guys already have it here, the 5-star quick facts book right here. And I believe that this book is one of the most important books to study I believe this is one of the most important books to study for your NCLEX exam, because in here is straight content. It's all content. So what I want to do is I want to go over a portion of this book with you guys. So if you have your worksheets, Natasha says, I got all the time in the world. I got all the time that you need. That's awesome for the new day. For the new year. On your paper, there is this section that's called the Quick Facts Quiz. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to give you, there's 20 questions. So essentially, I'll give you the questions. I want you to write down the answers or what you believe the answers should be. And then I'm going to go over the answers with you guys. So on the back of one of the last pages on the handout is where it says NCLEX notes. And I'm hoping that through the course of the 7 days, you have filled this out with all the topics that you need to study for this 7-day period. Like, I want the back of the page to be full of notes, full of topics that you promise yourself that you will review. I don't know. I mean, we just heard Catherine's testimony. We just heard Catherine's testimony. And man, oh man, was it amazing in the sense that despite 6 times failing this exam, despite trying all of the programs out there. I mean, literally, like, there were programs that I hadn't heard of before. There are programs that she mentioned that you guys had not heard of before. But even despite all of that, she continued to make the investment in herself. And now she has her license. She has her family. She has her license. I mean, those are your 2 biggest blessings. Like, and with her license, she can provide for her family. She can provide for her mom. And I mean, imagine having a diagnosis of stage 4 cancer in nursing school. Stage 4 cancer in nursing school, having to go through surgery, and man telling you that it's over, but God who has the final say. So I say all that to say that your life is yours. Invest in yourself. Believe that you are worthy. Believe that you are worthy. So thank you guys. So thank you guys so much, because just giving her the opportunity to express that testimony is helping more people than you know. Mm-hmm. It's really helping more people than you know. So we're just going to get ready.
Do your contest real quick. The $200 pizza.
Oh,
do that
no, it's not that much.
No, what?
Yeah. Okay, so Mark said do a contest. So here's the contest. There's 2 contests. So I am going to give away. Wait, let me give you my email address, because you have to email me for these things. So get the email address out, get it ready. There are 2 contests that I'm going to do right now for prizes. My email address is support. My email address is support@remarreview.com.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Support@remarreview.com. So the first person that emails me this answer will get a prize. The first person that emails me this answer will get a prize. During the 7 days of NCLEX, I said something, and the contest begins right now. So anybody that's been sending me answers or whatever, the contest begins right now at 1:45. The first person that sends me the answer to what I ate during my pregnancy that kept me from morning sickness will get a prize. All right. So right now, that person email me right now. What did I eat during my pregnancy that kept me from having morning sickness? The first person that emails me will get a prize. All right. So I am going to say that. Okay. First person that emails me that, you can't put it on. You guys are putting up choices. Don't put it up here. You have to email me, support@remarreview.com. So the first person that emails me that answer will get a prize.
Okay. We'll announce it.
Yeah, we'll announce it on. We'll announce it
at the end.
At the end. Okay, because you know at the end. Okay, and then I'm not even reading the choices. I'm not even reading. But you guys, you know me so well. You know me so well. But I said, okay. The second person, this is going to be another prize. The second person that emails me, at support@remarreview.com, and they will email me the answer to this question, which is at the beginning of this broadcast, Mark said how many years married we were today. So the first person that emails me that answer will get a prize. Okay? All right. So all I have to do is just check my email, and I will be able to know who the winners are. Okay. Sent. So did you guys email me? All right, let me see. support@remarreview.com. I'm just looking for the answers. The contest started. We're going to be doing we are going to be doing 20 questions from Quick Facts, the new Quick Facts, pages 61 through 80. And oh my goodness, there's so many emails here. The very first person that emailed me about this contest was, somebody just sent me an email. Okay, that wasn't the right one. Okay, the first answer was wrong. Okay, Jessica G answered the question right. At 146, Jessica G, I want to say your last name, Jessica G, you answered the question right for, wait a minute, Jessica G.
It's not our Jessica G.
Okay, wait a minute. Just make sure it's not a staff member. Okay, here we go. All right. Nope, it's definitely not. Okay, so Jessica, you will get, actually, I'm going to sing you, what? I'm going to sing you, the correct answer was pizza. The first person that answered said ice chips. Oh, you missed out. But the correct answer was pizza. So I'm going to sing you $50 worth of pizza. And it can be to any time. Pizza, just let me know. I'm going to get your address and I'm going to sing you $50 worth of pizza. I'm also going to sing you a $50 gift card, okay, from me to you. All right. The second question was about the anniversary of myself and Mark Callion, and the correct answer was given by pizza. Yeah, all kinds of pizza. People did really know, but
I think it is.
do you see it?
Jasmine.
What's the last name?
Go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Jasmine G got the 7 years right. She answered at 147. So Jasmine, you will be getting a $50 Visa gift card from myself and Mark as well for knowing that we were married 7 years. So please email me your address and I can send it. I'm responding to you now. Okay. Thank you guys so much for participating in that. Thank you guys so much for participating in that live contest. I got a ton of emails now with pizza. All right. Here we go. We're getting into questions, 20 questions from Quick Facts. Let's go. Question number 1. Go ahead. You don't have to write the question down. Just write the answer. Because we're going to go over it. Go over it. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Are you guys ready? YouTube, are you ready? We're writing it down right here. We're going to go through this question and we're going to call it a day. All right. So question number 1. Here we go. Shingles or herpes zoster is caused by what virus? Write it down. Shingles or herpes zoster is caused by what virus? Good stuff right here. Shingles or herpes zoster is caused by what virus? Just write down the answer. I'm going to keep it moving. All right. Number 2, question number 2. You either know it or you don't know it. If you have the old Quick Facts, I believe these things are in old Quick Facts too. The original Quick Facts. Thank you, LeBron. All right. Tardive dyskinesia is a side effect of what medication? Number 2, tardive dyskinesia is a side effect of what medication? I'm taking it too. I'm going to take it too. Don't put your answers up here. This is a test that you're taking just for yourself. This is a measure of what you know. So you're not taking it for here. This is a measure of what you know. So write down the answers for yourself. Okay. Tardive dyskinesia. Tardive dyskinesia is a side effect of what medication? What I'm thinking here. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Now, question number, well, this is 63 because it's 60 through 80. Question number 63. What organism is the cause of tuberculosis? What organism is the cause of tuberculosis? You know it? Can you answer faster than me? What organism is the cause of tuberculosis? Write down that organism name. It's all in quick facts. It's all in quick facts. All right. Question number 64. We are moving on. Question number 64. Let's go. How often do you change the total parenteral nutrition bag? I know you guys better know this because we went over this on day number 5. Okay. Don't write it down on here. Don't write it down on here. Make sure that you're writing it down on your paper. Okay. How often do you change TPN? How often do you change the TPN bag? Let's go. We're moving on. Question number 65. Iron supplements should be taken with what vitamin to promote absorption? Iron supplements should be taken with what vitamin to promote absorption? Don't write the answers down. Don't write them in the comments. Some people are actually here and they want to study this session. So you telling them the answers takes the choices away from them. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay? Iron supplements should be taken with what vitamin to promote absorption? Okay. Here we go. Question number 66. What is the cause of ulcerative colitis? What is the cause of ulcerative colitis? What is the cause of ulcerative colitis? Ulcerative colitis. All right. Moving on. Question number 67. You either know it or you don't. What 2 organs are affected the most with Wilson's disease? What 2 organs are affected the most with Wilson's disease? Yeah, I checked the answers already. I announced the winners. Okay. What 2 organs are affected the most with Wilson's disease? Sorry, I messed up. I messed up. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Question number 68. We're doing 20 questions. Which age group normally gets von Gerk's disease? Which age group normally gets von Gerk's disease? Which age group normally gets von Gerk's disease? Happy New Year's, everybody. We're taking a quiz. We're writing it down. We're taking a quiz. We're writing it down. Which age group normally gets von Gerk's disease? Do you know what von Gerk's is? It's in quick facts. This is one of the new topics in the 5-star. Von Gerk's. Moving on, moving on. Moving on, moving on. Somebody said, I need to study Wilson's disease. I need to study von Gerk's disease. Moving on, question number 69 simply says, why must TPN be gradually decreased? Why must TPN be gradually decreased? Go ahead and write it down. Don't post in the comments. We don't really want to know if you know the answers or not. Okay, this is about individual assessment. If you know the answers, great. We are happy for you, but let us take this exam on our own. Why must TPN be gradually decreased? Okay, write your answer down. Here we go. Next question. Question number 70. Question number 70 says this: can skin be sterilized? Can skin be sterilized? Wow. Can skin be sterilized? What saith you all? Can skin be sterilized? Yeah, there's a couple differences between the quick facts and the original quick facts and the 5-star. I'll go over it after. We're asking, can skin be sterilized? Question 71. We are moving fast here. Sickle cell anemia causes the sickle blood to do what? Sickle cell anemia causes the sickle blood to do what? What say you guys on your papers? What say you guys on your papers? YouTube is doing great. Nobody's posting the answers from what I see. Facebook needs some challenges. Facebook, we got challenges. Sickle cell anemia causes the sickle blood to do what? Okay. Question number 72. All right, 2,000 nurses bringing in 2019 with NCLEX. A negative pressure room should have how many fresh air exchanges per hour? A negative pressure room should have how many fresh air exchanges per hour? You got to know this. In isolation, if the room is a negative pressure room, how many fresh air exchanges per hour should that room have? I know. I got it. 73. Here we go, guys. Question number 73 says, when taking tuberculosis antibiotics, what vitamin will be depleted? When taking tuberculosis antibiotics, what vitamin will be depleted? Okay. Yes, this is what we do here. We did this for Black Friday, but I didn't get to finish all of my questions. And so I was like, I have to bring it back. I have to bring it back. Okay. Question number 74. We are moving on. This is quick facts. What are the isolation precautions for herpes zoster? What are the isolation precautions for herpes zoster? It's 3 a.m. where you are. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you for doing this nighttime study session. Okay. You guys ready? Can I move on? Right. Some of the answers that people are posting are not right. So just try your own selves, okay? 75. Question number 75, and it says, what are the indications for the tracheostomy? What are the indications for a tracheostomy? And this is honestly how you study with this book. This is how you study yourself for this book. And the DVD helps because this is basically what I do on the Quick Facts DVD. So if you have the book, definitely Definitely, the DVD is helpful because this is all I do on it. Okay, here we go. Moving on. Question number 76. Which vitamin is most important in clotting blood? Which vitamin is most important in clotting blood? Do you guys know? Okay. Yes. Is the quick facts for NCLEX the same? Yeah. Well, no, the original is not the same as the 5-star. But this is in both books. This is in both books. Okay. 76, question number 76 says, what class of medication can you give to decrease tardive dyskinesia? What class of medication can you give to decrease tardive dyskinesia? What class of medication can you give to decrease tardive dyskinesia? Okay. Okay. Here we go. We got it? Question number 78. We're only going to 80. How will the liver appear in von Gerk's disease? Okay. How will the liver appear with von Gerk's disease? No. This is stop saying it in Spanish. I don't know how to say it in Spanish. No escríbelo. Is that how you say it? No escríbelo la responde. La contesta. I don't know. How do you say it? I did my best. Yeah, for example. But I don't know how to say answers. How do you say answers in Spanish? All right. Question number 79. Question number 79. They do. You guys do follow directions on YouTube. I appreciate that. 79. No escriben las respuestas. No escribe las respuestas. Yes, thank you. Thank you guys. How long do red blood cells live in clients with sickle cell anemia? Okay. How long do red blood cells live in clients with sickle cell anemia? I appreciate you guys. How long do sickle cell? Somebody said say it in Creole, please. Listen, you guys. I don't know it in Creole. How long do red blood cells live in clients with sickle cell anemia? Somebody like, I thought you was Haitian. That's probably what they're writing. Do you know that? Do you know? Okay. All right. I know. All right. Last question. Here we go. Oh, here we go. What should the nurse, question number 80, what should the nurse always do before suctioning a client with a tracheostomy? What should the nurse always do before suctioning a client with a tracheostomy? Do you know this? Do you know it? This is good stuff right here. This is good. This is how we're bringing in the New Year's here, ReMar Review. Thank you guys so much. I think the best thing, we're going to go over the answers here in a minute, but honestly, the biggest surprise is that even though this is day 7, there is another day. There is another day where we will be studying, and that is this Friday coming up. We will be doing it one more time for 7 days plus 1 of NCLEX. 3 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. All right, let's go over the answers here. Let's go over the answers. Questions 61 through 80. Here are the answers. The first question asked us this. Herpes zosters or shingles is caused by what virus? Everybody should have down varicella. Caused by the varicella virus. Okay, did you get that right? Question number 62. Sorry. Tardive dyskinesia is a side effect of what medications? And the answer is antipsychotics. More specifically, you should say typical antipsychotics, and that would include your haloperidol, your phenothiazines. These medications will cause that tardive dyskinesia. Okay. Question number 63. The answer to that question, what organism is the cause of tuberculosis? And that is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. I think I saw that. Somebody actually did have that right. Okay. We are moving on. Question number 64 simply asked us, how often do you change that TPN bag? You change that on a daily basis, every 24 hours, every 24 hours. Okay. Oh, yes, the 5-star quick facts can only be on the ReMar website, the 5-star. Amazon does not have it. Question number 65, iron supplements should be taken with what vitamin to promote absorption? And that is vitamin C. Vitamin C, I am 5 for 5 right now. 4 for 4 here. That's good. That's good. That's okay. That's okay. Here we go. I think if you can get like 16 or more right, I think you'd be doing pretty good with this section. Here we go. Question number 66, what is the cause of ulcerative colitis? The exact cause is unknown. There are many, many things that may cause the irritation and inflammation, but the exact cause is unknown. Okay. We are moving. 67, question says, what 2 organs are most affected with Wilson's disease? What 2 organs are most affected with Wilson's disease? And that is the liver and the brain. The liver and the brain with Wilson's disease. If you don't know Wilson's disease, you definitely are going to put that down on the final page under your NCLEX notes as one of the topics to study. Yes, you will. Yep, you will. Hi, hello. I know, you're right. I need to learn. If I learned the language of all of my students, I would be the best instructor of languages in the whole entire world. You guys got to start teaching me. One day we'll have all the Spanish students on. You guys will only speak to me in Spanish, and I will be forced to interpret and learn it. And then we'll have our Philippine students, and then the Jamaican students. You guys can come on and you can teach me. I will learn the ways of the ReMar nurses. What 2 organs are affected the most with Wilson's disease? Okay, liver and brain. Okay, yep. 68, which age group normally gets von Gerk's disease? Normally gets von Gerk's disease. And that is children. Italian too? Oh my goodness. Thank you. I would learn to love it. I would learn.
You love to learn it.
Learn. I would learn to love it, and I would love to learn it. Thanks, Mark. All right, which age group normally gets von Gerk's disease? Okay, somebody said just get us through nursing. If you could just teach us nursing, we'll be good. All right. 69. Why must TPN be gradually decreased? And that is for to prevent rebound hypoglycemia. You guys understand that TPN is mostly made of dextrose. We went over that during the review. So when we cut our patient off from that dextrose supply, the blood sugar is going to go down. Yay. I'll be in Jamaica in February. So looking forward to it. All right. 70. Question number 70. Can skin be sterilized? Can skin be sterilized? And that answer is no. Skin, unfortunately, can never be sterile. Skin can never be sterile. It can only be clean. Where can we get the questions from here? Yeah. I'm getting these questions right from Quick Facts. Literally, I just made the questions from the book. Okay. So I went over pages 60 through 80. I love my Moroccan students. Perfect. All right. Question number 71. Sickle cell anemia causes the sickle blood to do what? And that is clot. Sickle cell anemia causes the sickle blood to clot. Perfect. Even during surgery, your skin won't be sterile. Now, there are body cavities inside of the skin that are sterile, like the peritoneum, the uterus. Inside of those are sterile. There are no bacteria. There should be no bacteria. But things on the outside are not considered sterile because we're always in contact with the outside world. So the intestines are not considered sterile. The intestines are not considered sterile. But inside of your liver should be sterile, right? All right. Question 72. A negative pressure room should have how many fresh air exchanges per hour? Okay, and that is 6. 6 fresh air exchanges per hour. Okay. Guys are doing good. All right. Here we go. Question number 73. When taking tuberculosis antibiotics, what vitamin will be depleted? When taking tuberculosis antibiotic, what vitamin will be depleted? And that is vitamin B6. Vitamin B6. Okay. I remembered that. Perfect. Moving on, question number 74. What are the isolation precautions for herpes zoster? Oh, gotta know this. What are the isolation precautions for herpes zoster? And that is respiratory isolation or airborne isolation. Respiratory isolation or airborne. Happy anniversary. 11 years. 11 years. 6 days from now. We are behind you. We're 4 years behind you. Okay. Respiratory or airborne isolation. Respiratory or airborne isolation for herpes zoster. 75 says, what are the indications for the tracheostomy? And that is going to be upper airway obstruction. Upper airway obstruction. Gotcha. And let me address this question that I see here. Respiratory isolation. And some people say, well, I thought it was contact. If you go to the CDC website, you may see respiratory and contact because sometimes they do that. However, for NCLEX, you always want to go with the highest form of isolation. So CDC will say, yes, it's respiratory and it's contact, because with respiratory, you can get it through particles in the air, but contact as well, because if you touch someone, you can also get it that way. But you want to pick the highest level of protection for a disease for NCLEX. So that's why you would go with respiratory. Okay. So upper airway obstruction, yes, if you put loss of airway or anything like that, again, I'm just going with what the questions and answers are from the book. Okay. So that was 675. What are the indications for the tracheostomy, upper airway obstruction? Perfect. Question number 76. The question was, what vitamin is most important in clotting blood? And the answer is vitamin K. Vitamin K. Okay. Question number 76. What vitamin is most important in clotting blood? And that is vitamin K. Thank you guys. Thank you, YouTube, for being on with me today. I really appreciate you guys coming on. All right. Moving on. Question number 77. What class of medications can you give to decrease tardive dyskinesia? That is the anti-Parkinson's medication. Remember, with Parkinson's disease, you have those rigid movements, the shuffling gait, and with tardive dyskinesia, you can have those same kind of complications. So sometimes anti-Parkinson's medication will be given for tardive dyskinesia. Question number 78. How will the liver appear with von Gerk's disease? How will the liver appear with von Gerk's disease? And that answer is fatty. The liver will begin to have fat deposits around it, which is not great for the liver. So with von Gerk's disease, the liver will appear fatty. 2 more questions to go, and this will wrap up our quick facts studying time. And as you guys can see, the information in quick facts is very, very important for your knowledge. Okay. How long do red blood cells live in clients? This is question number 79. How long do red blood cells live in clients with sickle cell anemia? 6 to 20 days, right? So normally a red blood cell is supposed to be 3 months, okay? Like supposed to live 3 months. Supposed to live 3 months, right? So, but with sickle cell anemia, I meant to say 6 to 20 days is what the lifespan of that red blood cell will be. Okay. So that's a rapid turnover of red blood cells. They're not living long at all. Okay. All right. And question number 80. What should the nurse always do before suctioning a client with a tracheostomy? Suctioning client with a tracheostomy. That is going to be hyperoxygenate. Of course, hyperoxygenate. I thought that was an easy one. Hyperoxygenate that client with oxygen before suctioning them. Before suctioning them. Right? Okay, how did you guys do? If you got 16 or more right, I think you did extremely well on this exam. If not, hey, it's okay. this is an opportunity for you to identify weak areas, go back to the book, study the pages. We did 60 through 80 in the quick facts. In the quick facts, the 5-star quick facts. So there were some new topics if you have the original that you probably weren't aware of. But in all things, studying is great because it just prepares you for the exam. It's what we have to do. So the open house is officially closed. Thank you guys so much for spending your New Year's Day with me. I'm going to stay on. And I'm going to answer any questions that you have about the 7 days. Also, not so much the lecture material, but if you have any questions about the products, how to study NCLEX, I will give you guys some time between YouTube and Facebook to answer them. And this is the same thing that I did last year, where I go over the products, how to use them, and things like that. All right, so if you got 16 right or more, that was really good. That means you have a really good grasp on those subjects here in the Quick Facts book. Somebody said, hey, Regina, can you tell me everything that's different about the original Quick Facts and the 5-star? I absolutely cannot tell you everything that is different about them. But what I will tell you is that with the 5-star, that is only available on the website, remarnurse.com, you will have the addition of the study calendar that's here. You will also have the addition of the 17 new topics: von Gerk's disease, Wilson's disease, plasmapheresis were in that number of topics. There's a clinical skills section in this book, in the back of this book. And also there is the new pharmacology section that was redone. All right. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, the Quick Facts book is a great place to start. Okay. But right now, again, until January 4th, we're giving $50 off of the DVD program. So if you feel like you've made progress during these 7 days, I really encourage you to make the full commitment. Make the full commitment in order to continue your studying. Catherine's testimony was exceptional today. How do I get accepted into the study group? You get accepted by answering both questions. There are 2 preliminary questions that we asked. If you answer them, that increases your chances of getting into the group by 100%. If you don't answer the preliminary questions, that will significantly delay whether you get into the group. And we have, I saw today, like 2,000 people that want to get into the group. So it's some good stuff in there as well. So the DVD for Quick Facts is separate from the DVD self-study package. Yes, that is true. That is so true. With the DVD self-study package, you get the 4 discs that come into the package, 4 lecture discs. And then with the Quick Facts DVD, can you hand it to me, please? Yes. The Quick Facts DVD is separate. It's an add-on purchase. You can buy it. It's totally optional. It's just a single. And it says Quick Facts Advanced Study DVD. All right. Somebody asked, when did the new Quick Facts come out? This came out in November. It launched for Black Friday. So that is when it's come out. And we only send these out from our office now. We don't even have the originals that we send out anymore. Okay. So if you want the original of this book, you can go to Amazon to pick it up. Okay. Along with the package, do you offer telephone help? That is a great question. People ask me all the time, do I do one-to-one or private tutoring? I do not do one-to-one and private tutoring. And the reason why is because I created the home study program that literally is the most cost-effective way to get me into your home for 6 weeks straight. And so most private tutoring, I think most private tutors for NCLEX RN are about $75 to $95 an hour. And that does not come with any books. That does not come with any homework, anything. That is just you sitting there discussing mostly NCLEX questions with a nurse. So you could be open to that if you're interested in it. $75 an hour is very excessive to me when I believe this is a 6-week training that needs to take place. So with my program, it is literally It is literally $5 a day right now. And that includes the DVDs, the homework, the quick facts, the materials, all the materials for 6 weeks. And right now the price normally is $289. Right now it drops down to $239. That's $39 a week. That's less than $5 a day. Okay. If you purchase the whole DVD package, do you get the quick facts book? Yes. So if you purchase the entire package, you get 4 books that come along with the program. And let me show you guys. The 6-week calendars, does that prepare you for NCLEX? Yes, the 5-star. So when you get if you get the package, what we will send out to you from our office, usually in about 5 days, maybe 7 days if you're international. We do ship internationally anywhere you can think of. You'll get the student workbook, which is an extended version of what we've been doing for the last 7 days. You will also get your activity book, your quick facts book, and then you get a homework book. You get a homework book. And these four books and the 4 DVD set, the 4 DVD set is the total package. And these are the things that I believe that I go over, I believe are the most important for you to understand the kind of questions that will come on the test. Okay. And it also comes with the DVD. The DVD is a separate product. It's an add-on product. If you go to the quick facts and you drop down, then you're able to see the DVD only. And so with this package, you get also the 6-week calendar as well. You get the 6-week calendar. And so it's a daily guide of what to study every day. And you're not studying every day. I should say what to study 4 days a week, because I only have 4 days a week. I only have 4 days a week for you to be studying, because I know life is real and I know you have other things to do. So when you get the program, you can start from the first Monday. You can start from the first Monday. It will tell you what to do. There's also a video that you can go to on the YouTube page. On our YouTube page, there's a video, and it is called How to Study the Self-Study DVD Program. And it's like a 6-minute video, and I walk you through what to study, how to study, what comes first, because you get the books and you have some great material here, and you want to make sure that you study it in the proper way. So that's a good resource for you. Somebody said, how do I get access to the boot camp? Once you purchase the program, we do have a free resource. It's a boot camp. It's 6 weeks as well. What's normal? I believe it's 8 weeks. And once you sign up for it, every Monday, you will get an email from me. So if you signed up for it on Mondays, or when the DVD comes out, okay? On Mondays when the DVD comes out. All right. Thank you for being. Somebody said I overcome every obstacle to be here all 7 days. Yes, you did it. You made it through all 7 days. What is the Quick Facts bundle? Oh my goodness. The Quick Facts bundle is what it is. No, what it is the Quick Facts and the Quick Facts DVD together, right? These two together. And then we also have an option where you can get the Quick Facts book and the Question Bank book. And I talked about the Question Bank book before. This is the newest product that also came out for Black Friday, and it is the newest questions. There's 400 new test items in here. And this is the book that has the questions on the interdisciplinary team, the case studies, the telehealth. Oh my goodness. I put in so many topics here. The ones that you guys were emailing me about all year, the ventricular assist device. These are the things that I put in the Question Bank book. So there's a difference. There's a Question Bank book, and you have to make sure you're getting the physical book. You don't need to pay for the boot camp. It's a free resource. When you can go to the website, ReMar Nurse. All these things are on ReMarNurse.com. So if you visit the website, that is where you can read about every product. Okay. You can read about what comes with the package. Yes, the DVDs come with the package. If you get a package, you get DVDs plus books. Is a DVD for the original Quick Facts? Yes, the DVD here is for it. It was created for the original, but it works also with the 5-star because there's topics from the 5-star that are still on this DVD. Okay. Yes, the Quick Facts book is a great resource. Question Bank book is available too. You can buy the Quick Facts book or the Question Bank book separate from the package. Buy the Quick Facts book or the Question Bank book separate from the package. Some people ask, can I just buy the DVDs? That is not possible. That is not possible. We sell the DVDs along with the workbook because literally you're missing the experience. All right. It is so much better when you have the books in front of you, when you have the answers given to you without the questions. It doesn't make sense. And so you spend so much time trying to write down everything, every little single word that I say. But if you get the workbook, and you get the homework book, when you're writing it down, when you open up my workbook, you'll see that most of the notes I fill in for you. So you are literally doing what you hear to be important, and it helps with your learning process. So you're able to take your notes because I help you. You're not trying to write down every little thing that I say, and then you have to go back and highlight what's important. This is created for the visual learner, the auditory learner, the kinetic learner, repeat test takers, those who are international and struggle with English. I created this DVD program for you, and it's what I recommend. Okay, it is what I recommend. All right. Does the Question Bank book have rationales for the answers? Yeah, sure does. You will find that there are 8 test pools. There are 8 exams with 50 test pool items in each exam. And in the back of every 50 questions, so you'll have 50 questions, you have 50 answers with rationales. And then you'll have a new set of 50 questions and 50 questions with the rationales. So I like this book. It has my newest questions. It is not the same as your online question bank that I have. I also have an online question bank. The answers and questions are totally different. So it really depends on how you like to study. Me, myself, I love to have physical books. I'm a book reader. I like to fill the book. I like to write in it. So this is my preference for studying. But there are some of you out there who love to be online. You love to read stuff from the computer. You don't care about writing it down. So it's up to you how you want to interact with these products. But the Question Bank and the Question Bank book have different questions in them. So we have a ton of questions around here. We have a ton of questions. Can you join the study group on Facebook without purchasing the package? Yes, you can, but make sure that you answer the questions because we want to help you to make the best choice. The study group was actually created for those who had invested in the package and who had wanted to study and connect. And we have a lot of study groups in there. So it is up to you, but I really do believe that you get the most from being in the ReMar community if you actually have the products. And I think Catherine was a good testimony of that today. She tried to use other products. She tried to use other things with ReMar and really missed out the major points that I was trying to address in the program. And so she found herself not passing. Okay. Actually, the website is ReMarNurse.com. ReMarNurse.com. ReMar Review was the old website. So we changed it to ReMarNurse.com. Yes, you can also purchase, I saw that question. You can also purchase the Question Bank book is just $29.99. And also Quick Facts is $29.99 if you want to get started. If you don't have this book, everybody should have this book. Literally, nobody on this broadcast, there are 1,000 nurses on here. All 1,000 of you, all 1,100 of you, you at least need to have Quick Facts for NCLEX. There's no reason why. It's for RN and PN. It's $29.95. Okay, definitely. Are you able to create? Yes. These are the. So here's the thing. The DVD package are full lectures of what I do. So if you've been watching me on YouTube, I do partial videos on YouTube. These are the full lectures. The online academy, yes, there is an online option for this information. With the online academy, you can also read about it on ReMarNurse.com. There is not a sale currently going on for that program. It is $299 right now. The online academy consists of the same lectures. So the same videos on the DVD are also online, but the online academy will not come with the workbooks. It comes with, so for example, you don't get a physical book mailed to you. You don't get the student workbook mailed to you. Just for clarity, you won't get the activity book mailed to you. You won't get the homework book mailed to you. You will get quick facts mailed to you. So if anybody that purchases the online academy, the quick facts is available with that program, but you're responsible for downloading your own workbook. And it's about 90 pages. It's about 90 pages for your workbook for that. One of the benefits, I believe, of the online academy are that the quizzes have a mandatory passing rate. So you need to get an 80% on every exam in the program for the online academy. If you don't get an 80%, you can't move forward. You also cannot skip around. You have to go in the order that is there. The exam will let you take the quizzes more than one time if you don't get the 80% on the first one. There's 2 NCLEX ready exams inside of the online academy. So once you finish all the content at the very end, if you're an RN, there are 2 exams you must get a 90% on. You must get a 90% on in order to be finished. And the online academy is the only way that I will send a letter verifying that you completed the ReMar course. So some state boards like Minnesota, they require you to fill out an affidavit if you fail and you need to retest. I send those out with the online academies because I'm able to determine that you finished the program. With the DVD self-study programs, I don't do the verification letters, and it's just because I cannot actually verify that everything was done. Okay. No, $19.99 for the new quick facts. That was only during Black Friday. We had a Black Friday sale. The regular price, which it is now, is $29.99. Let me see. So yes, for the online academy, there is a money back guarantee. All of that is under the frequent question and answers section of ReMarNurse.com. Okay. Yeah, you have to get a 90% in the online academy. So I'm serious. In the online academy, you know what? It doesn't start at a certain time. It's literally, you can start it whenever you want. Those videos are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can get started today. You don't have to wait a certain time. In the past, with the original online academy, I only did open them up every two months, but now you can get it right today if you want it at any time. What is the difference in the price online? The price for the online academy is $299. The price for the DVD package right now is $239. Okay, but you got to use that code when you purchase the DVD program. You can't purchase it and say, oh, I forgot my code. Definitely put that code in before 7 days. The exam will let you take, the online academy will let you take the exam 3 times, I believe, and then it notifies me. And then when it notifies me, then I have to notify you, like, what is going on, or do you need help with something? How is it going? Okay. Also, no, I didn't choose the 14. The other 14 I will be announcing. I'll be back on Friday for another study session at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will be announcing the winners as well then. The online academy, how do you register? You can go to remarnurse.com and select that product. You should get immediate access to the online academy. Yes, I appreciate that. The DVD package, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I can't even explain to you how important it is as a training tool for the NCLEX exam. So I can only stress that if you know you've been studying with me for 7 days and you've been learning and you feel confident and you feel comfortable, go ahead and make the next step. Somebody said, can you do the DVD, the 6-week program? Can you do the 6-week program in 3 weeks? You can do anything. With God, all things are possible. Are they all wise? I don't know. I have you studying 4 days a week. So if you wanted to cut weeks off of the 6-week challenge, you would just have to commit to studying more than 4 days a week. So if you study 5 days or 6 days a week, you will be able to get to the program. You definitely will be able to get to the program, get through the program in a quicker time. But it all depends on your schedule, how your availability is. Okay. If you want to do a readiness exam online, you're able to do that with the online question bank. And if you go to remarnurse.com, we have the physical book. What the benefit of the physical book is just once you buy it, it's yours. But if you want to choose the online program, the online question bank book, it is totally different in questions. So you get different questions, and it's $39.95, and you're able to have 60 days access to that. Okay, and there's NCLEX readiness exams in there. All right. How much is the package? How much is the package? The package again, normal price is $289, but now until Friday, if you use the code 7 days, it will take $50 off of that package. $239 with the code. So really consider it. It's a new year, new commitments. This is a perfect time to get your license before anything else happens this year. We never know what's going to happen. But before anything else happens, make this your priority. I'm telling you. If you're a repeat test taker, if you've been out of school for more than a year, I recommend the DVD program to you. And the only reason why I say that is because normally if you've been out of school for longer than a year, a lot of the things you need to refresh and you need to remember. And the online academy, although it is great, but there's 60 days access. So that means that you have to get it and you have to get moving. And whenever I asked anybody about it, or even myself, I believe it's very intensive. It's very fast paced, right? But with the DVD program, you have the books, you have the information, and it's yours. The challenge is 6 weeks, but it may take you longer. You may need to go back over things. You may need to write things down. So I recommend the DVD package for those of you who are out there and you've been out of school. You've been out of school for a while. And besides, if you purchase the DVD package, who knows, you may get picked to be one of the winners and it ends up being free, for you, because we pay for your NCLEX exam. So it's just a return investment, really an return investment in yourself. But for those of you who already have the DVD package, you can attest that it is a great investment, and that at the end of the day, when you get your nursing license, you're making thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's a small investment. Into your lifetime. Most nurses that I know have the potential of being millionaires, and that's just based over salary over an average of 20 years. Okay. The DVDs, on top of the DVD package, what other books do we need? On top of the DVD package, what other books do we need? You know what? I think that is a personal matter for students. Some students, they buy the DVD program, they only study ReMar. They only study ReMar, and they really invest into the program. They buckle down, they study, they pass NCLEX. Other students, you know your situation. If you were trained internationally, you know the standards are not the same. Okay? You know there's additional things. So you might need to purchase the package, and also make sure you have yourself a med-surg book, because you're going to have to go back and look up things. You're going to have to look up chest tubes and look up, tracheostomy care. If you weren't doing that back at home, the standard is that you still know it. The standard is that you still know it. All right. So you graduated 25 years ago. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've had nurses that have been out of school for 10 years, 12 years, 40 years. I mean, we just had a testimonial. If you're in the ReMar group, you know we had that testimonial. And the name escapes me. I believe it was Nancy, who was out of school for 40 years. Okay. If you have the DVD package, yay. Do you still need the Quick Facts DVD? Only if you want to get through the book faster. I do believe the DVD helps you to get through the material faster, because it calls you to know. It calls you to know the information in the Quick Facts. So if you are looking on the website now and you're purchasing the Quick Facts and it's coming out to like $40, $50, make sure that you're seeing the Quick Facts and the DVD, right? Because you probably have clicked on the bundle. That's why. Okay. Uncle Mark, people are asking you questions. Can these workbooks help you if you're still taking RN classes? Yes. I have students, and let me tell you what I wish I would have done. I wish in my last year of nursing school, I would have took an NCLEX review. I wish that I could have wrote these books for my last year of nursing school, because it would have made it so much easier. Like, the purpose of the NCLEX review is to put all the pieces together, so that at the end of it, you can look at a patient and you can understand exactly what's going on from top to bottom. Right. And that is the beauty of the NCLEX review. So if you're in your final year nursing school, use this for your exit exams. Use this for your pharmacology exams. Also, I would testify to this, especially pharmacology. Yes. Listen, if you're on the website and you see that box that says proceed to PayPal, go ahead and proceed to PayPal, because once you get to PayPal, then you'll have the option to pay with a credit card or pay with a debit card. But you have to go through PayPal in order to do it, okay? You don't have to have a PayPal at all. You don't have to have a PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You just need to check out as a guest, but you need to use their portal. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. If you don't have Facebook, how can you join the boot camp? You don't need it. Yeah. All you need to do is go to the website, ReMar Nurse. You don't have to have Facebook to join the boot camp, because the motivation and the quizzes are emailed to you. I'm looking at YouTube. Okay. Is there a readiness exam in the question bank book? No, there's not a readiness exam in the question bank book. But what I did after every exam, I put, after every rationale section on the question bank book, I put kind of like a rubric scoring, where it says if you got 1 to 15 questions incorrectly, then that's considered a high pass. If you got 28 or more incorrect, I'm sorry, I read that backwards. If you got 1 to 15 incorrect, that's considered a high pass. If you got 28 or more incorrect, that's a fail for this particular exam. So I did that with every test in here. Every test in here. Okay. All right. Is the question bank book separate? Yes. The question bank book is an add-on product. So you would have to buy the DVD package and then the question bank book. I would still buy it now, because you're going to get $50 off of that DVD package. If you wait and you come, or if you wait to purchase the package next week, you will pay the full price for the package. Is the program considered a remediation program? This is my standard NCLEX review. If you have to take a remediation program for a certain state, you have to look at their state requirements. All right. Some states have specific remediation programs that they want you to take, and they're thousands and thousands of dollars. And they don't even have as much information as the DVD package. The DVD package is literally $239, and it will teach you all of the things that you need to know to help you to pass your NCLEX exam is in this package. So I just have to stress the importance of those topics. Will it help you with the HESI exit exam? Yeah, it will. I looked at the HESI exam. I looked at the workbooks and things like that, and it pretty much lines up with the NCLEX, which it was designed to do. Do you ship the package to Nigeria? Do we ship packaging to Nigeria, Mark?
All around the world.
We ship it all around the world. How much is the
Nigeria.
shipping? How much is the shipping?
It's actually to Nigeria. It's like $100.
The shipping is $100 to Nigeria, but
we pay most of it.
We pay most of the shipping.
$12.50.
So you'll only pay $12.50.
Because we love our international nurses.
Is that okay? Is that all right? All right. Question bank book. If you forgot the question bank book, just go ahead and order it again. Come with the DVD package. No, the question bank book does not come with the DVD package. And you know what? I don't think most students understand that. Like when we say we ship internationally, we basically mean that we do ship internationally, but we don't punish you for being an international student. And so you will find probably zero companies, zero NCLEX companies, zero nursing education companies who provide their resources to all parts of the world because it's just not cost effective. So we take that, we make that sacrifice in order to get, yes, we ship to Saudi Arabia, and they pay $12.52, right? That's it. No matter where we ship to, if you are in the Amazon jungle, you will pay $12.50.
We'll pay the rest.
Shipping to Canada internationally is all the same. We'll pay whatever it is. You will pay $12.50. Okay, so it's just something that we do, and it sets us apart. It's another thing that we do that sets us apart. Do we ship to Liberia?
Yes.
We'll get to you. Let's see. Yes, we are still a ReMar family, and we hope that everyone in the family understands that when you purchase a product from ReMar, literally you're helping the other ReMar nurses out. Like we really invest a lot of what we make back into our community. So like we said, we take losses sometimes getting you your products, like financially, business-wise, we take huge losses in order to get you your products. So it really is a community. It really is a community. Please add me to the study group. Okay. Okay. So somebody's asking, do we ship to Bermuda? Yes. She said yes. Yes, we will ship it to Bermuda. And then how long does it take? How long does it take to go to these international countries? What would you say?
7 business days, no more than that.
5 to 7 business days. Okay. 5 to 7 business days.
It can take a little bit longer during a sale, maybe up to,
right.
Up to 10
during sale periods, please give us a few extra days. Please. Just because of the bulk of ReMar nurses that we have to serve. So no, there isn't one right now. There isn't. Well, they're asking for discount codes for the online question banks.
For the online question banks?
Mm-hmm.
They can use, I believe, ReMar for 5% off anything.
ReMar, if you put in ReMar, ReMar, it will take some off of the online products. Not as much as $50 though, but I think that's an active discount code. Okay. So yes, you're encouraging each other. Walk in here. They ship all over. Is the online academy the same as the DVD package? The lectures are the same, but the questions are different. So the questions in the online programs are all different from my physical book questions. Okay, they're totally different. So you won't. I have people that do both. I have people that do the online academy and then they say, hey, I want the DVD. And so because they order a second program, then they get a discount. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, I get you. Najee says I paid $2,000 for a review, but I still failed NCLEX. This is very cheap. Yeah. Yes. And so I'm really encouraging you to see the value in everything that you can have access to, and it literally is not costing you thousands of dollars. I really thank you for being here. She says, I've been here since 12 noon sharp. I really want you guys to see that right now, today is the day that you can have an opportunity. Let me share this. I put this on my phone actually last night, but it was a quote that I wanted to share with you guys. And of course, I don't see it now. Of course, I don't see it, but I wanted to share. I thought it was so powerful. I thought I took a picture of it. But it was essentially saying that, if you dream something, it becomes a goal. If you desire something, it becomes your intention. But if you schedule something, you do something, it actually happens. And then so it was just something about taking action that really correlates to another thing getting done. And I think in our minds, sometimes we visualize ourselves doing things, but we do have to act on what it is that we want. I remember I was at a conference and the creator of the conference was speaking, and he was telling us the things that we needed to do to be successful. And he had made an offer. He says, everybody should have my phone number when they leave here, so that I can help you. And I thought there, and I was like, wow, he was offering his phone number out. And so I saw people leaving and I saw people just saying hi to him, but nobody was asking him for his phone number. So I kind of just sat back. And then when I went up to him, I said, I need your phone number so that you can help me. And he was like, sure. And he gave it to me. And I was so shocked that this huge business owner, I'm talking like a multimillionaire, gave me the phone number to be a resource. And so it was like, when you take action, you surprise yourself. You surprise yourself with the potential to do great things. And so I'm just encouraging you guys, don't be afraid, make the step, take action, and you will see the reward. You'll surprise yourself with the reward of taking action, especially if you're in nursing school. Because getting out of nursing school is tough, but getting out of there prepared to take NCLEX is so much worth it. It's so much worth it. If you have the package, do you still need the test bank book? Absolutely. Period. This book, it has my newest questions, all those questions that we went over, hot topics for NCLEX, all those things. Yes, I'm telling you, everybody should have this book. Everybody should have the question bank book. All right. Online versus DVD program, which do you prefer? For me, I prefer the DVD program for most students. I prefer the DVD program for myself. Like when I go home at night, I usually have in my bag, I'll usually have the Quick Facts book and the student workbook with me, and I'm writing all over them. Like I really am. So I prefer those two. You're pretty busy. I wanted to just show my student workbook that I'm working on, because sometimes I have like 3 student workbooks, and the one that I took home with me last night is terrible looking. It's like stuff all over it, stuff all in it. And I literally will study the information. I'll write on it. I'll highlight it. If I come across something like in my studies, I'll print it out, staple it to the self-study workbook. So, you see it? Is it home? I thought I had it in my bag. Check in there. checking the middle portion of it. But it is something that literally it helps you. Yeah, there it is. So like this is my current self-study workbook, my student DVD workbook, and I have papers in here that I keep, sticky tabs. I just all kind of stuff. I staple stuff in here. I stick stuff in here. I came across this article about the NCLEX exam that I put in here, and I literally stapled it to the page. So I'm telling you, I am. Princess Charles, she says, I admire your strength, Regina, for 3 hours now. You're still very energetic. I need you to go get a good pizza. Ah! Oh my goodness. I love that sentiment. I don't know where Mark is taking me for our anniversary, but probably where. Just let me rest. I've been going for 7 days with this information. But yeah, so this is my student DVD workbook. I take it with me in my bag, and I love it. I use it to study. Yeah. So yeah, so we're just talking products here. We're just talking products. And make sure you put in the discount code. Make sure you put in the discount code. If you are trying to get into that Facebook study group, it is amazing. It is phenomenal. There's a lot of inspiring testimonies and people getting together in there. It can be overwhelming to go into there because there's just so much going on. People are putting questions and all kind of things up. So make sure that you answer. Make sure that you answer the 2 preliminary questions that we ask. Okay, and we will be letting people in. We will be letting people in. Take me to Nigeria. Okay, that's what people are saying. When is the exam changing? So they put out a press release about the NCLEX RN, and they said the code is 7 days. They said that in terms of the exam, what they find is that the difficulty of the exam will not change for the April 1st, 2019 RN exam. They are not changing. They are not changing. Jane, what are you asking me? They are not changing the difficulty of the exam. Now, I have not seen anything about question types or anything like that yet. So I am not, as soon as I find out something, I will share it with you guys. Otherwise, I need you guys to continue studying. I need you guys to continue studying as you were. And don't worry about any changes on the exam. Because like I said, the content will not change. When you open up Quick Facts and Quick Facts asks you about pancreatitis, that is the same pancreatitis it was last year. Okay, the NCLEX exam is going to ask you about the same pancreatitis, the same paracentesis, the same Parkinson's disease. So don't worry. This is not a focus. This is not a scare tactic. Like I'm trying to tell you, man. Don't worry about those changes because they're not going to affect the content of nursing, the fundamentals of nursing. And yes, there's an RN package and there's a PN package. I'm starving and I'm hanging in here. I know I'm starving too. Okay, so let's wrap it up because me and YouTube, we're starving. All right. The question bank book is not included in the DVD program. Just really quickly, when you get the package, there are certain things that are included and other things are add-on. They're optional. You can get them or you cannot get them. So my homework book, here it is. Okay, so these are the things that you get if you order the DVD package for RN or PN. Okay, you will get 4 DVDs. 4 DVDs. The first 3 DVDs are lecture DVDs. DVD number 4 is your homework disc. So when you do your homework, you put in 4. And you will be able to sit through the lecture. So you get 4 DVDs. And you get these 4 books. The first book is your student workbook. You will get this student workbook, okay? This has all your notes. This is what you watch the DVDs and you take notes in here. When you're not in the student workbook, then it will say it's time to do homework. You have a book. It's called homework book. I mean, everything is very simple and very straight to the point. Okay. So you have your homework book. The front of this book is homework. The back of this book is a practice exams. So you have over 400 questions in this book alone. Okay, between your homework and your practice exams. The next book that you will be studying is your quick facts for NCLEX. This is what we did today on the broadcast. This is your question and answer book. Love, love, love this book. It also has clinical skills. And I have this package for PN and RN as well. So PN and RN. All right. So you have your quick facts book. This is book number 3. The fourth and final book that comes in the program is your activity book. This is your fun way to study for NCLEX. It has charts, puzzles, select all that apply. Just a great way to study. So you get these 4 books and the 4 DVDs. Another thing that you will get is your 6-week study calendar, and it will lay out the things that you are supposed to study every day. And I just have you studying 4 days a week. You should not be studying more than 3 hours a day. So this is what comes in a total package when you order the RN or PN package. The PN exam is not changing. The PN exam, you guys are not changing until 2020, I believe. If everything is right and numbers are right in my mind right now, you're not changing until 2020. Okay. So this is what comes in the package. Now, an add-on product that you may be worried about or you may want to invest in will be your question bank book for RN or PN. It will be the question bank book for RN and PN. You can add this on to your package for $29.99. All right. Another add-on product is the DVD for quick facts. This is going to be your companion to your quick facts book. So there's no lecture material on here. I don't do any lectures on here. It is only questions from this book. So you have the quick facts for NCLEX and the quick facts for NCLEX Advanced Study DVD is what it's called. Okay, so no lecture information on here. If you want the full lectures, like I do in one of my classes, then you have to get the DVD set. Okay, what is the NCLEX Ready Question Bank book? There's 400 of my new test items are on this book. Okay, the quick facts book. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the wrong book. This question bank book, this has 400 of my new items here. All right. So this is the question bank book. The quick facts book, I saw this question. This is for RN and PN. RN and PM. All right. So yes, why y'all having me repeat the same thing over and over again? ReMarNurse.com is where you can get all the information about the products. I don't know how I can start or how I can go with the calendar. If you have the program and you are wanting to know where to start, please send me an email, support a ReMar review, or go to the YouTube page. Go to the YouTube page and just watch the video, how to study the DVD package, because that will get you started, okay? So for the new year, 2019, I'm encouraging everybody to do the 6-week challenge. Let me know by February, you should have your license. Literally, if you guys do the 6-week challenge, you should have your license by February. You should be working a new job. Get your new job by the spring. By summer, you will be full blown into your nursing career. I'm telling you, it is so, I wish I had more ReMar nurses on here. I'm going to start bringing them on so they can just tell you what they're doing, how their life is so different from before. This is a new year, but we're doing the same goals as before, helping you to pass NCLEX, I will be here Friday. Yes, it's time to celebrate. I will be here Friday at 3 p.m. We're doing 7 days of NCLEX plus one more day, which is Friday. So tell a friend. The sale also ends on Friday. So it's just basically the sooner you get your package, the sooner we get your order, the sooner we can ship out your package. Like literally, we have packages stacked up to the wall right there that I see in the office. So people are taking advantage of the code. They understand. They have new goals. Everybody's making New Year's resolution. There's many things you can write down, but literally there is one thing that can literally quickly change your life in a day, and that's getting your nursing license. So Mark and I, we are signing out. We love you guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's a new year. It's another opportunity. We did this 7 days in an amazing way. Oh my goodness. We did this 7 days, and it was a long 7 days. Let me tell you guys.
How can 7 days be long?
I like that. We should plan a cruise for ReMar Nurses.
Ooh, after you pass NCLEX.
Yeah, because you got to have money to go on a cruise.
Yeah, listen, we're not cruising with you. We're not
cruising with you guys if we have to pay for everything.
Until you pass NCLEX. Until then, we're going to encourage you and pray for you.
Absolutely. But we, the 2019 year, I'm telling you, 2019 year, we have some amazing things planned for you guys, some amazing events. Oh my goodness. So if you guys have been kicking it with us for 3 hours, 3 hours,
thank you.
But we have more things coming up for you all. So just stay invested in this ReMar Nurse community, because we are literally happy to invest in you guys.
Yes, this video is going to stay up for a little bit, longer than today, probably till Friday. We can leave it up. Just make sure that everybody gets a lot of the information, because she's just spent like an hour explaining everything.
Yes,
so we want to make sure that everybody gets to see that. And so share the video. Still going to ask you to share the video if this stuff was helpful for you, if the content was helpful, if using the program was helpful.
Some of you guys cried. Some of you guys were crying today here. Some of you guys were crying today here, so it touched your heart.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here since 12. A lot of people said I've been here since 12 o'clock. Thank you so much for. But this is what we do. This is what we do. You guys know that we're in it all day for you guys.
We're here for it.
We will let you know about the trip. But
next thing we're going to let you know is about our trip to Jamaica.
Yeah.
So
We'll be going to Jamaica in February. I'm actually spending my birthday there. And then I'm going to do a review class
in March,
right in Jamaica for all of my Jamaican nurses. So
early announcement, March 4th.
Yeah.
We're at the Montego Bay Convention Center. So look
Tell
out
friends,
if you're in Jamaica.
Go to Jamaica. If you ever want to go to Jamaica,
right?
Fly to Jamaica. We can do it in NCLEX session, and you guys can meet me, and it will be great.
Absolutely. So you're going to get more information on that. But thank you guys for joining us once again. Now we have some anniversary stuff to do.
Yay! And probably eating is part of that.
Oh, it's definitely part of that anniversary. Definitely.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Love you guys.
We do. We really love you guys. Thank you for spending your whole entire New Year's.
The whole thing.
The whole day you guys were with us. The most important part. So hello, January 1st, 2019. We are excited for you. We have big things, big blessings.
Yeah.
So see you guys later. Well, in Facebook, YouTube first. Bye, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. So now we have Facebook.
611 of you guys are still on Facebook with us. Thank you. Before you go, hit that share button.
Yep. See you guys later.
Bye-bye, guys. So it's just not going to let us leave, huh?
No.
They say you got to stay on.
No.
That's fine.
It's not letting us.
It might have actually ended, but we just don't know it.
I don't know what happened.
So look, I'm going to go and see if I can handle that.
Yeah.
But if you have any more questions, ask her.
Thank you. Yeah. So essentially, this is what it is.
Yeah, you're still on.
Yay! It wouldn't let me turn it off.
I know.
We literally can't end the broadcast.
All right, go ahead and do it again, and we'll close it down. Say, see you guys later.
Oh, I don't want to go now.
No, all right, we'll stay on.
No, I don't know what to do. Another quick facts quiz. We in this thing for another 2 hours. Like, no, I'm just joking. No, but we will say we love you guys. Oh,
thank you guys. Have fun. It's your day.
It is our day. What are we gonna do? Let's share our anniversary plans. What are they, Mark?
Oh man,
This is the time where
This
we
is the
really
time.
see, after 7 years of marriage,
7 years.
what a husband has planned for his wife.
Well, you know, I really can't disclose that information online. This is a family show.
That means he has nothing. That means
No,
we have
I have
no
some
plans.
wonderful gifts.
We have no plans.
I got a card
You do have a card.
that I need to get.
See?
And let me think. What else? All my love.
Can you just if we could just eat, that would be great.
Oh, we're definitely gonna eat.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be pizza or what, but pizza.
All right.
It'll be nice. All
Okay,
right,
guys, we are
Friday.
leaving officially right now. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We love you guys.
Bye.
Oh, wait. They said, no, you can't leave because you didn't pray yet. What? We prayed at the beginning. Prayed at the end. We did. We prayed this morning. We prayed yesterday.
All right, we're going to pray again.
Okay. Let's pray for a good new year. Let's pray for many blessings. There's people that are testing soon.
For sure.
So I guess we stayed on Facebook to pray.
Okay. Yeah. And you know what? There's probably somebody that's like, you know what? I really want to get the package during the sale, but I can't afford it. And so we're going to pray that God makes a way for them as well.
Pray for a miracle.
Yeah. Just that doors are open. In 2019, the doors are open that otherwise seemed that they were closed or were impossible. So that's what we're going to pray for.
Okay.
But we want to ask you guys a favor to pray for our marriage, our union, our relationship, our peace, and our children. And we would certainly appreciate that as well. So please pray for us as we pray.
Wait, I don't know.
Yeah, we're back. All right, cool.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're good. See?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, Lord, thank you for just allowing us to come to the conclusion of this class, of this session. Thank you for everybody, Lord, that is still on, that was able to hang in tough with Regina during this review. And just, it shows the time and energy that they have invested into this process. It shows the love that they have for their career, the love that they have for their family, and that they are looking for help. And we ask, Lord, that you would meet their needs. I ask that you would open doors that men have closed. And Lord, I ask that you would close doors that need to be shut so that we do not walk in them mistakenly. Thank you for just being our guide, our God, our resource. Help us have faith in you. Be with Regina and I as we celebrate these 7 years of marriage, and just thank you for blessing me with her, Lord, and us with each other. I ask, Lord, that you would continue to use our union as an extension of your love to the ReMar Nurse family and community. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you guys so much for being with us today.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye.